turn up my volume a little bit. Zeph, you here?
Yo.
Okay, you are alive. Cool. That's my frame of reference. Okay, time to go ping the rich people. I say rich, but they're not actually rich. I'm literally just pinging people we know. Is the session itself going to start on time? No.
Absolutely not. Who do you think we are? Coordinated?
Who do you think we are? Professionals? No. We're like almost college students. Some of us are college students, a bunch of us aren't college students. But are going to be college students. Check one, two. Okay, it's on. Zeph, you want to help me with the audio check real quick? Zeph,
And you left, and you back.
can you speak again?
Hello.
Okay, there it is working. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm gonna really quickly go grab a phone charger because I need that. So, 5, 20, 35, 35 minus 40, and 40.
Do they do tax?
That's
Oh,
with
it's
tax.
70.
Thank you, Mom. This is gonna go hard. Okay, I'm back. Pre-stream podcast. Let's go. I have been an absolute jerk to people in Dead by Daylight today.
As you should be. What up, E?
Hey, it's E.
Hello there.
Okay, so that's 2.
You got your character sheet already?
I think so.
Did you remember to make it 2 classes?
Yes, I did.
And you only take the hit dice from the higher one.
Yeah.
That's... And other than that, you get proficiencies from them combined.
Yeah. Everything else is
I get to add proficiencies?
Everything else works like normal,
main...
so you take the proficiencies from both classes and the class feats
however,
from both classes.
You also only pick 1 set of saving throws. You don't get all of them. That is the only proficiency that doesn't stack.
Okay, what about just the regular proficiency bonus?
That is still +2, because so the way Gestalt works, this is also for our people who watch, if they do. We're doing Gestalt, which is 2 classes at the same time that level up simultaneously. It's a different take on multi-classing. But basically, you are just a level 2 character who happens to have 2 classes at level 2. So you still have level 2 proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Which is 2.
Okay.
So you just...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So when
I was gonna say,
referencing...
this guy felt a little too busted.
When referencing proficiency bonus, I just look at like a standard sheet at your level. What are you playing? I know your first class was like a spell sword. What's your second class?
Yeah, Spellblade and a wizard.
He's playing, I think,
What?
Chrono G Wizard.
Yeah,
That's so real.
time wizard.
Yeah. I could see
Actually,
through
no,
space
the
and
wizard
time.
and Spellblade kind of pair perfectly with each other. Once I'm high enough level, I could just start putting fireball on all of my attacks.
Oh,
I'd probably
no.
die, as it hurts me too. But
I'm
Well,
going
you
to
that'd be
go
have
get a
silly.
you've got fire res.
You're back.
I have fire resistance, not fire immunity.
Hey, resistance is still better than nothing.
That's true, but with the speed at which I could crank out fireballs, I don't know I'd last long.
Fair. We're using a bunch of experimental homebrew this campaign, so not that we weren't in Mystic Twilight, but it's whatever, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna have to be prepared for just busted.
Actually, I like this. I never really considered multi-classing before,
Because it's
because
not
it just
really
seemed too. It
worth
just seemed
it.
too weak. It's like, all right, well, like if you want to like multi-class like a fighter and a wizard to try to get something like a spellblade,
Well,
you
I
might
mean,
just
there's
have a
like,
mediocre fighter and a mediocre wizard.
and yeah, it doesn't even really matter if you like take the, like you can get fighter subclasses with like magic because that's Eldritch Knight, but that's only partial caster.
I know,
And
but like that's still way better than multi-classing.
yeah, like, because you could like in theory you could go like Eldritch Knight fighter and Blade Singer sorcerer, or sorry, Blade Singer wizard, but that really just ends out mediocre.
Like that's why I always wanted to try it just all because it gives you all of the fun of a multi-class without making your character worthless.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
because like yeah, normal D&D multi-classic isn't even that good.
Not. Even the only reason I did it like Cerulean, like Nim had it for a plot point. Cerulean did it because my last three weren't meaningful anyways. I might as well get a burn.
Yeah, might as well get a familiar, you know.
Only multi-class I'd consider would be like a rogue and a barbarian, because that sounds funny.
Bro, I've seen Rogue
One of the-
Barbarian and I've seen Rogue Paladin.
The only
would
reason
be
like
silly.
you often have for a multi-class in like without default is for like a plot reason, or you have levels to throw away and you want like a level 3 feature.
Yeah. It's just like taking Monk and then doing like a 3-level dip into Fighter. Which I think I can't really say much on that topic actually, because I don't multi-class. Like
So far, there hasn't been a campaign that I haven't multi-classed in.
that's honestly kind of a surprise to me, being like completely honest. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it as a
And again,
DM.
for you as the DM, like the doc that I posted, it recommended like thinking about it as if we were 2 levels higher than we actually are.
Yeah, which that's fine. I can do that. Like, I'm used to upscaling for a massive party anyway. What's a little bit more chaos? But no, I'm excited because now I get to do fun stuff.
Gestalt boss.
Exactly.
And the salt get you a lot, like gives you the ability to make a lot of like backstories that you wouldn't really get to have.
Yeah.
So like you could have it in your backstory and then just have it do nothing for your character abilities.
Yeah.
But with just all, like I remember the example in like the picture I sent was like a holy assassin, so rogue and cleric, which is a really cool concept.
Dude, there's a lot of cool concepts that you can like put into practice with Dassault.
But like again, standard
I've-
D&D multi-classing murders everything.
Yeah. It's why you don't. I mean, I've seen like Rogue Barb and Rogue Paladin work out somewhat. But
And rogue multi-classes are good, especially if you start in rogue because they're skill monkeys.
yeah. Well, it's like, and I guess what you could do is just take like pretty much go rogue all the way and then just dip into Paladin for like a level or two just so you can get Divine Smite at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're taking Arcane Trickster Rogue, then you already have the spell slots.
You can do like some kind of monk so you can start stunning people.
Oh, gall.
They
Monk
don't get that
Paladin,
till-
dude. I just thought about that. Monk
What
Paladin.
level do they get Stunning Strike?
Monk gets stunning at 5th.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, depending on your first class, dipping it out of it for a 5th level monk isn't the worst. It really depends on the class. Because
Yeah.
not all classes are built equal.
Nope.
But like that'd be really good, but it'd still probably just lose to a normal paladin.
No one.
Yeah. Like, there's never going to be a situation where a multi-class is going to outdo just a full take in one class, except for very specific scenarios.
So I have to say, as looking back at Ranger, since that is what Omen's second class is going to be, Ranger is a fun class that is seriously underrated.
It's not that bad if you take the bunch of the optionals in place of the normal.
Okay, so down the line,
Like,
So
there's one that
looking
just,
at-
if you take the optional, it just gives you invisibility.
it gives you invisibility, and I will be taking that. 'Cause that is just so much better than the
That's-
original option.
Yeah, it's so much better than just being able to hide.
For the other one, camouflage, which you can't do anything. You can't even move.
Yeah, like, bruh, just give me the invis.
And while I am taking favored enemy, a favored foe build works pretty well, as it's very similar to like a Hunter's Mark build.
Yeah. Dude, Hunter's Mark is actually broken.
I know, why do you think I wanted a subclass based on it?
Dude, Hunter's Mark is just, like... Dude,
Its only
okay,
weakness is its concentration.
yeah. Dude, while the Beastmaster Ranger is bad, the other one from the player's handbook isn't all that awful. Because, dude, I watched a Ranger do like 20 plus damage consistently. Like,
The Virus base of Beastmaster,
at like
bad.
level
Bay Wanderer,
3.
all right. Gloomstalker, good. Horizon Walker, all right. Hunter, good. Monster Slayer, meh. Formkeeper, bad. Rake Warden, somewhere in the middle.
I want to play a Drake Warden. Like, I get it. It's not good. But this is D&D. What do we actually care? We're all in it for the fun stuff. Like,
When you give a good DM, which we do have here, the amount of, like, you can bend the rules. You can bend the rules so much.
yeah. Like, and also just, I like things with dragons. I want to be able, like, at later levels to have my own dragon I can ride around on. Because do you realize how much flavor potential that gives in combat?
Remember, I sent you the Dragon Tamer class, didn't I?
Oh, you did. Can you send that to me again, please?
Yeah.
I lost it. I'm gonna be honest. I
think what makes Hunter's Mark so good is that it has a distance of 90 feet, and it's not even a saving throw. It's
it's just there. Like,
What
At-
class is this for?
that's Ranger.
so, Hunter's
It's
Mark
like
is
Hex,
a
but
Ranger
better.
exclusive spell. So it's
Unless you're playing
It's a
Vengeance
bonus.
Paladin.
true. It's a bonus action, range 90 feet, only requires verbal components, concentration for an hour. You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your query. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any perception or survival check made to find it. If the target drops to 0 before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to make a new target. Like, that is just a free d6.
Or if you cast at higher levels.
Upcasting Hunter's Mark doesn't do more damage, it
Oh.
only extends the length.
That's dumb.
It is.
It would be broken, though, if it was like that, though. Like,
But yeah, absolutely.
5th
Like,
level
every
Hunter's
2
Mark,
levels,
just 66 extra damage. Like,
you can't hide and you will hurt.
bro, Rangers, like, they are... I don't think people understand that they are, like, long-range artillery, dude.
They are. And like again, I'll be playing a Martial Ranger build, but like whenever I think of a ranged Martial class,
You think
it's
Ranger. Like, you think
Fighter does-
Archer, you think Ranger. Like, Fighter just feels bad. Like, playing Fighter and playing
the
an Archer
Arcane
kind
Archer,
of
which
feels
is
wrong
bad.
unless you're taking the Arcane Archer.
Mhm.
And even then, it still kind of feels wrong. Like, bro.
You know what I want them to make?
What?
A class that just feels right for pole arms. But there is no pole arm class.
Yeah, I was like, I can... To me, like, I like using pole arms on paladins, but do I do it? No, I'm the dude who's making, like, a really high AC paladin, dude. Like, I don't do the two-handed nonsense. I just, like, one-hand shield and then just spec into all the AC giving stuff I can. Like, because, bro, what do you, like, 23 to 24 AC and then add, like, you know, Shield of Faith? What are you gonna do, smack me? Anyway.
The only downside of a Gestalt, I would say, is ability score managing. Unless you're doing something that are strictly like related.
It's
If you're trying to manage, if you're trying to manage like con, your spellcasting ability, dex or strength, it takes a lot more to make it work.
Yeah.
Luckily,
But
even
that's
as
why
a
you
ranger,
get that's why I'm going with the get your ability score and a feat. So that we don't have to deal with, so that y'all can build what you want without. I hope. Wait, with Jasalt, does fighter still get their extra ability score increases?
No.
Dang it.
Everything becomes like standardized. No matter what class you are, it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 19.
Okay. Okay, so that's still like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's still 5 ability score increases.
Which is
Well,
a
I
lot.
think that's better than any other class, I think. I think that is basically fighter.
That is, yeah, it is. Fighter gets like 5 or
weird.
6.
Like, I'm pretty sure that is shit. The fighter gets it at 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 19.
So they only get
So
one more.
it's similar. So it's not bad. And the average only gets like 4, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause
So it's a happy medium. That's what I'd call it. Like, yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting. This is my first time doing something like this.
Like,
But-
I've known about Gestalt for a while, but I've always wanted to try one because they make the game so much better. They're like taking it to the next step.
Which, in a group like this, granted half of us can't make ability sheet or character sheets properly, it just, for the veteran players here, or like the players who understand it a bit more, like, it opens up so many doors.
What up, Avo? You got your character sheet ready?
Yeah, we're level 2, right?
Yeah.
You have your second
Okay.
class?
Good. Yeah, I do.
What class are you playing? Taking?
Haha. Fighter.
Okay, so we have Fighter Ranger, we have Spellblade Wizard, and we have Plague Doctor Fighter.
Am I scared? Yes.
Should you be? Yes.
Bro, this also
Okay.
gives me a lot of power, though, dude. I mean, I've got an NPC in here that's Necromancer Fighter. Do you really want to frick with that?
It's
No?
gonna be great though. It's gonna be great though when Hunter marks the stacks with Nirvana.
Oh, God! No!
Yeah.
Hunter's mark is only it's any time dealt attack. It's not a once per turn when you deal damage. It's any damage.
Just all the damage is doubled. Bro, screw ranged artillery. Omen's just gonna be melee artillery, dude. What?
Omen's not gonna be the tankiest, but he's gonna hit like a truck.
Gal, I wanna try... I wanna be a player in a Assault at some point. Because I want to experiment with Artificer and something else, like Artificer combos. And yes, I know, I'm the only person here who would ever actively choose to play an Artificer. I get it.
I want to poke at one, but at the same time, I don't care enough to put myself through that.
It's difficult. Let me just... As the person playing the Battlesmith in Musty's campaign who started as an Alchemist, do not choose Alchemist as your subclass. Just don't.
What I want to do for my next assault is a cleric, a rogue.
Gall,
That or cleric, or a cleric bard.
Gall, that's worse. Bro, Paladin Bard, just oath of throwing it back, bro. Bro, hear me out. Hear me out, though. Artificer, Armorer, Artificer, and then Paladin. What you gonna do? Stop me?
My next character, I also kind of want to play a Dragon Forged.
Dude, I have a character for that. I have a Dragon Forged character, actually. And I have, I have a problem. I like playing kobolds, I've learned. Because now I have an idea for a kobold. You know...
What's up, Jim?
Okay, before we get started, since now we have enough people. When I originally started playing D&D, I did not know Dragonborn was a race. And so I thought, oh yeah, I'll just be one of those people who play elves. Then the player's handbook introduced me to Dragonborn, and...
To be fair, elves are still cool.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying elves aren't cool. I'm just saying that elves used to be my favorite fantasy race. And then the player's handbook introduced me to Dragonborn, and then I get to blame Volos and Mordecains for lizard folk and kobold. There was no going back. There was no hope for me.
Meanwhile, there's me, or if it's in the official books, I don't want it.
Exactly.
I'm the complete opposite. I rarely ever touch homebrew.
As you can tell, I do a lot of homebrew.
Yeah.
Sometimes my own, sometimes other people's. It's fun. Homebrew fun. Homebrew is where D&D thrives.
Yeah. Which is why when 1 D&D, i.e. 6th edition, they're just not calling it 6th edition, when that comes out, I'm not migrating.
We are not playing. We're not. We are sticking with 5e.
We are sticking with 5e.
So cool with staying with 5e. I don't want to have to deal with everything else coming out eventually.
Will I pick up the books for 1 D&D? Probably.
I might steal some concepts
and take a look at it, but
if they have any good concepts, I'll use them. But
yeah, but
I'm not gonna completely throw it to the side, but I'm not gonna take it at face value
it's not like those groups that are like, because you still have groups who are sticking with 3.5.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
local
look at you,
library is like
foosball.
They're all
3.5.
Anyway.
Ignoring the fact that they're psychopaths, sure.
Dude,
I hate
third
3.5.
edition
I
was...
played it once.
I've never played third edition, but from what I've seen, third edition was freaking insane.
Also, Jim, what is your second class?
That is a great question because I don't know what will work well with a rogue, but I haven't made a ranger yet,
Dude.
so I might do that.
Dude,
Rangers are
literally...
fun. I can also hook you up with good ranger homebrew.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. Rogue is one of those classes that, while you don't want to
can go with
multi-class normally, in a gestalt, dude,
You can do
that
so
will
much
go
with
well
Rogue.
with anything. That will go well with anything.
And it really I'm taking ranger a lot for backstory and just character history. It
If I
fits.
wasn't already planning on going arcane trickster, I'd probably pick up cleric. But since I plan on doing arcane trickster anyways,
Do the funny. Do the bard.
do the bard.
Oh, God, I can actually see
Okay,
that.
Matt. I'm doing it. Tricks
Oh.
the bard.
No,
Trix is a rogue bard. That actually makes so much sense.
that's so much sense. So accurate.
Okay,
Okay,
I still don't have a
50.
quest portal for this, so I'm going to apologize to the people who want to see maps and whatnot. I will get to it at some point.
Whoa, come on,
little
Jay,
very-
get on it.
Important question. What are you using? Are you using basic pitch instruments or are you like gonna slam poetry this shit?
God, vicious mockery.
Can I do like rock music? Would that be a terrible idea?
I can do it,
Rock
but
music bard rogue.
I have a bard whose entire thing is because like when you think of bard you think of music, but technically it could be like reading off poem. That will do the trick. So I have a
Or cooking.
a bard where it's basically just Edgar Allan Poe dark poetry depressing shit.
How do spells and cantrips and stuff work like with slots?
So you can use your slots for any spell. However, you gotta keep track of where the spell is coming from so you know which mob to use.
Yeah. Because I
Okay.
think, don't rogues use,
They use intelligence,
yeah.
and then
Yeah,
bards use charisma.
charisma. Yeah.
So like you can cast your rogue spell with a bard spell slot, but you'd be using your intelligence because it's a rogue spell.
Yeah.
Okay. So like with the number of slots I have, is it for both of them, or do I just take like the greater of the two?
No, you combine both.
You combine them.
You combine
Combine them?
both. So if
Okay.
you're playing like a double caster build, you
You
basically
get like
just...
2 ninth level slots. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Okay.
It's not okay. Whoever said that's okay, they're wrong, but they're so right.
You're wrong, but you're right. I love you and I hate you.
Meaning,
I see no issue with being able to cast 2 ninth level spells in a row without problem.
Bro,
I don't know
normal
what you're
D&D, you
talking
can only
about.
do that if you have a certain legendary boon. Which is terrifying in and of itself. But, anyway.
Imagine getting that boon here. 3 ninth level spells.
Oh,
I'm
God,
gonna
that's...
deal with spells later.
Jeez. Okay. Okay, so, last time
wait.
on Warriors of the Endless Sky,
One last question before you begin.
yo.
For proficiencies with both classes, would it count as a double
You get 'em.
proficiency or just
No,
one?
it's just one.
Just
It's
one?
just one. And when it comes to your saving throws, you pick one.
Yeah.
You either get your rogue saving throws or you get your bard saving throws. Whatever you think you're going to use more.
Yeah. But,
Gotcha.
okay, so you get the proficiencies from both classes, the saving throws from one, and your proficiency bonus is just the normal for that level.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. Okay.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? I gotta do the obligatory.
We're chilling, bro. I'm a bit EP as I recently got off the flight, but you know, we here.
Alright. Everybody else, how you all doing?
I just got back from work, so like I'm technically here.
Fair enough.
Physically, I'm here. Mentally, I don't know.
Real.
Physically present. Mentally, that's
We'll get to
debatable.
that.
Anyway. Avo, how you doing, buddy? You with us?
Yeah.
He's
No,
alive.
Ava died.
E,
Hey.
Huh?
how's it going?
I'm almost free.
He's almost free.
Free.
Okay. Okay. So. Last time on Warriors of Endless Sky, this is, for people who are just getting here or who skipped the first half hour. We can't blame you for skipping the first half hour.
But we have so much fun talk.
You say that now. This is Warriors of the Endless Sky. This is a Gestalt rules campaign. It's a lot. There's a lot going on with this. Is the DM having a stroke? Yes.
Yes.
Is it fine?
Always.
No. Am I getting through it? Yes, maybe, partially. It's been a long day. Okay. So, basically, last time, Omen, Trix, and a character who's not here,
Damn.
Sam, yes, we don't talk about Sam. I'm not going to talk about Sam. Sam hurts me. Yeah, I said it. Sam hurts me. Anyway,
That's fair.
they went out, did some looking around the city, maybe caused a little bit of mischief. Yes, we like mischief, don't we?
Uh-uh.
And, yeah. Cassius was there.
Happy it existed.
He did
I
not
existed.
give a flying frick.
How could not be bothered?
Like, quite literally, like, chase scene happening in the middle of the street. Short person, face plants from a second-story building, picks up and starts running. Cassius is just, I do not
That's
give a
just
frick.
like, damn, that's crazy.
He's just, all I imagine is just, like, raise an eyebrow and then just turn and kept walking. Like, dang. He also may or may not have scammed some people. One person.
Hey,
As we do.
apparently, that was just good business.
And a very gullible council member. But
No, what do you mean? It's supply and demand. They were willing to buy it for it.
something.
therefore it's
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, capitalism.
capitalism.
Our favorite.
Something like capitalism. But yeah, we're going to open up not with the main group. Last session ended
What?
with everybody going to bed. And this time we're gonna open up at the docks for the airships. Let's see. And this is where we meet E's character. So stepping off of an airship into the docks, it's early morning. E, would you like to introduce your character?
Sure.
You can say as much
His
or
name
as
is-
little as you deem fit.
Alright. His name is Chinook. He's Phoenix Aarakocra. That's how you pronounce Aarakocra, right? I couldn't find any useful guides.
Aarakocra,
Akra? I don't know.
Aarakocra, I think.
I don't know.
I don't.
Okay.
I do.
Well,
Whatever you want.
Bro's a
Alright.
bird person. That's what matters.
He's the fiery bird guy. And he is a Spellblade Wizard hybrid.
All right.
Oh yeah, you should,
That's all there is to that. Yeah.
you should probably tell everybody our new Gestalt classes.
Yeah.
Do we want to go top down from? Okay, so we have Chinook, who's Spellblade Wizard.
You should probably explain what Gestalt is. Real
We
quick.
did.
We already did.
We did.
Yeah, you did?
We went into like a full thing for the first 30 minutes.
Okay.
We
Okay,
have-
Omen went from a fighter to a fighter ranger.
Oh boy.
We built like that.
Hey man, whatever floats your boat. Anyway. In a world where
I'll
boats
sink
literally
yours.
float in the sky. Anyway.
We gonna change that for real, for real.
Anyway. Avo, you wanna mention your second class? Or what you're doing with your character?
I'm doing a Plague Doctor fighter.
Okay. Jim?
Oh, what's up?
Your class.
What is your character's classes?
Oh, Trix is a rogue / bard.
Fine. Anyway, so, Chinook, like, how would you describe, like, your appearance, like, outside of, obviously, bird?
You're a bird.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Phoenix Aarakocra is not as fast as the regular Aarakocra, right?
They have like the 25 walk speed that normal Aarakocra have, and then the same flight speed. So
What I read was Aarakocra had 30 flight speed and the regular one had 60.
and what?
I don't remember where I found
Do I
that,
need?
though.
Hold on.
That would be incorrect.
I put it on my character sheet as 30 because that seemed normal.
Yeah, it should be 30. That's what I wrote down.
A lot of any classes that have built-in
You have a
flying,
flying.
or
Okay, a normal Aarakocra
Oh.
has a flying speed of 50.
50, okay.
Well,
It actually depends, because it depends on if you're taking
it depends if
Sakura
you're using Elemental Evil Player's Companion or if you're using
or Mordekainen.
or if you're
Mordekainen.
using Mordekainen's.
Yeah.
How about Google?
If you're using Mordekain, if you have a Mordekain's, then it's equal to your walking speed.
I
Yep, you have
made
30
the Phoenix
flying,
Aarakocra
30.
based on what I
I'm
was
guessing
reading from
not.
Mordekainen's. So it should
Yeah,
be,
I think
now
the-
that I'm looking at it, it should be 30 walk speed and 30
30
flight
flying.
speed. 30
All
flying.
right,
makes
that's
sense.
what I have. That's what I have it set to.
Okay, good. That you're right. You have it right. Okay.
That would have been a wee bit too busted.
Yeah, a 50 flying speed, bro? No.
We all saw Cerulean. We don't need another.
we don't need to redo that.
One time is enough.
Oh, God, don't get me started. Anyway.
Yeah, don't get Jay started on anything. He will have a fit.
What kind of time period is this set in? Is there
Okay.
electricity and stuff now, or is it
Yeah,
still
no, this is like
medieval times?
it's a mix of like modern and fantasy. So if you think
It's like
Skylanders
steampunk.
a bit,
Alright.
Like
so
steampunk.
that kind of
Steampunk?
mix of like, yeah, there's like basically modern or the magic equivalent of modern, but there's also like plenty of fantasy based stuff as
like-
well.
It's like as medieval as. It's like if medieval people had technology, but like not in the same way that we do.
You get what I'm going for?
Yeah.
Y'all get
I'm
the general
thinking
gist.
Skylanders right now.
That's
It's
then you get the gist.
all right.
So yeah, like if fantasy had tech.
Yeah.
Fantasy head tech.
I bad at English. So yeah, it's really whatever aesthetic you want your character to have, honestly.
Okay, he's got like. I think he's wearing. What did I put on him? Yeah, he's got leather. He'd have like a nicer leather jacket on and have like some gold accents and whatnot.
Nice. Okay. So, you are stepping off an airship, a civilian transport airship, on into the shipyard of, the Shining City.
Is that the big one in the middle?
Yeah. That is the big one in the middle.
Excellent.
So
Character updated.
what? Yeah. What's your character doing as of the moment? And, what's your motivation for coming to literally the busiest place for
Yeah, I was.
a few hundred miles?
I don't know. He probably. He seems like tired right now. He's probably just looking for a place to stay.
Alright. Place to stay? Yeah. Okay. Does your character have any broader motivation for being for coming here? Or is it just, this is where I ended up?
I mean, the people back at the fireplace aren't too fond of him.
Fair enough.
Not anymore. So he's going where they're not.
So,
Let's go. We're wanted together.
not wanted, but you're just like, no,
No,
I'm
I'm unwanted.
kind of wanted.
You would wish that was me.
Dang, bro. Okay.
You missed it last time. No, but you missed it last time. My character currently has a bounty on him for like thousands of gold pieces.
Yeah. Like,
Really?
a few thousand. Yeah, like 3,000.
That's a lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold. But okay, so you step out into the shipyard, the docks. It is quite busy. There's people of all shapes, sizes, species. Like, it's definitely a bit like, I want to say culture shock because, like, there aren't nearly this many people, and it's not usually as busy, and they're, like, you're seeing species here you have never had contact with before, like, because, the realm of fire is not necessarily all that appealing for a lot of people.
What is the Land of Fire like? Like,
It's basically...
it's just like a big desert?
It starts out as a massive desert, yeah, but there's also areas that are just, like, volcanic and, like, sections made of, like, magma and lava flows, and there's volcanoes, and there's, like, elemental fire everywhere, depending on where you are. Like, so it ranges
Iceland.
from just uncomfortable desert to, oh my gosh, the world is ending.
Arizona.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Gonna be completely honest with you. No offense to anybody
Alright.
who lives in Arizona.
No. All the offense.
Precisely. Anyway. So yeah, you're stepping off the docks. Do you want to? What you did? You're allowed to take it from here.
Taking it on. He probably see all the people there and just kind of groan.
Just oh no, people of all, the worst thing. My arch nemesis.
The sun. And people.
The sun and
Okay.
people. The two thing.
Real quick. Hey, Cassius, what are you doing right now?
What am I doing?
This fine early morning.
I suppose he's like just recently woken up, and then he's in his room studying like runes.
Noted.
And I would like to take the time to apply a couple of runes to my gear.
Do you have your subclass? We're at level 2.
Never mind. He's studying runes.
He's studying runes. I was about to say, we're level 2, buddy.
Wait, what is cast use again?
He's going to be a rune knight, but not right
he's
now.
also a
Next
partial
level.
deer folk.
Oh yeah, no, he's deer folk.
Yeah. Omen and Trix, what are you guys doing?
Omen is just gonna be kind of in the lobby of the tavern in place thing that they're staying at. Just he has his feet kicked up on the table in front of him, and he is just is having a drink.
He's having a drink. It's early morning, and you're already drinking.
Now that Trix is a bard, I think I'm going to be playing some sort of rock music in the lobby to earn extra money.
I can't have cigarettes. I'm gonna be an alcoholic.
It's 7:30 in the morning, and you just hear like death metal. What kind of rock is it? Are we talking like death metal screaming into the mic, or?
I was
Absolutely.
thinking
Complete opposite of what you imagine a fairy to be playing.
Okay, so death metal.
Yes.
But no,
even with the blindfold, it is painfully obvious how just with his facial expression that Omen is glaring at you.
Puppets by Metallica.
I do not care. I'm still playing regardless.
It's an experience.
Jim, I am just the thing for you.
This is gonna be a riot. Anyway, I pray Salem shows up soon. I'm honestly praying. Oh boy.
You know where she lives.
Okay. So, Chinook, you make your way through the city, and you eventually come to this tavern, and, you knock, walk your way in, and what you are greeted with immediately is heavy death metal coming from what appears to be some small glowing creature up on stage. They really were hovering. There's a man
so
in
small
the
has so
corner.
much space.
There's like a man in a blindfold in the corner, just
I've got
looking,
speakers going, don't worry.
just looking like he's not having a good time.
Or I guess they'd be their amp.
And there is a
He is
gemstone
holding back from murderous
dragonborn.
intelligence.
And there's a gemstone dragonborn at the bar. He's the barkeep. Who just has their head on the bar, just like, oh my gosh, it's too early for this. So that's the scene you walk
Better
into.
way to start your day off than with Metallica, though.
Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted, you could switch to playing One by Metallica, which is a little bit softer.
With
That is
this,
fair.
Metallica became
Refuse.
canon.
I start my day off with Metallica every day. I don't know about you guys.
In fact, every time someone tells me if I could be quiet, I slowly get out.
Actually, over in the fire, the fire conquer, all the Aarakocra love listening to Metallica. It's their favorite music.
It's
Yes.
canon now.
We'll see. But yeah, Chinook, this is the scene you walk into.
All right.
It's
Let's sit down at the bar, I guess.
looks up. Phoenix Aarakocra, it's not a common species to see, let alone outside of, the territory of
any
the
idea,
Fire
like-
Empire.
Would you have any idea who I am, or am I just a weird bird to him?
The internal affairs of the Fire Empire are not usually publicized all that much. for
Excellent.
very specific reasons. But I he does know of your like species basically. But is what can I get you?
Yeah. No, it's already been established that this bar creep just definitely does not care about outlaws in this establishment.
Oh yeah, it's he does not. He's not the owner. There's an owner. He's not the owner. He doesn't get paid enough to care.
Across the room, Omen is just gonna just be done with T's music. We're gonna cast Entangle.
No, this is unacceptable.
Make me a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, the DC is not high by any means.
17.
You pass.
I get way louder.
These volumes reach up to the floorboards, and you just casually dodge them all.
I'm just flying through them.
I like to imagine that there's no break in the music. She just keeps playing through it the whole time.
Absolutely.
Bro making his own AMV right now.
Bro. The barkeep
Invisible.
just...
Invisible Omen dying inside.
The barkeep's just dying inside. But Chinook, what are you ordering?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you like ordering food or just like a drink? And if so, like, are you ordering like hard liquor or like what are you ordering to drink? There's like
I need to recall all my kinds of liquor. Hold on.
there's like, dude, it's not even just alcohol. You could get like water or
Orange juice.
juice.
Omen theoretically
Hot
have
drinks.
a resistance to alcohol due to the fact that he is a poisonous snake.
No.
No.
Alcoholism
Yeah.
always.
Otherwise,
It objectively is.
otherwise Cassius probably wouldn't be able to get drunk.
Listen, we're not gonna ask those kinds of existential questions right now.
But I mean, we did already Arturus can get drunk in
Yeah.
M2, so we'll just say that like deadly things
Yeah.
Deadly poisons.
or at will, or I don't know.
Yeah. It's whatever.
No, it's just not strong enough to activate the resistance. There you go.
There you go. Oh boy. So yeah. Well, what you ordering, Chinook?
Margarita.
Morgan.
Surprised me. I don't care what's
7:30 in the morning.
Belongs
Start
to
with a
margarita.
margarita.
Let there be an umbrella on it. Let there be an umbrella.
There better be an umbrella.
He just picks his head up, walks over, proceeds to very quickly make a margarita. Puts not one, but two umbrellas in it, and just passes it to you.
Thank you.
Awkward silence is awkward.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, anyway, it's, you sit down, you have your margarita, it's chill. Omen, did you take that wanted poster off the...
Yes. He is taking down any that he can.
Okay. So no wanted poster. Got it.
I mean, technically, Trix actually took it off the wall.
But I'm guessing they are re-put up occasionally. And it is, if you want to roll it, it's not like this is the only place, so it's not entirely possible. Like, it's not off the table of Bro having seen it.
Nope. Rolled low. Anyway. So yeah, Cassius, do you eventually come downstairs?
Yeah, he'll eventually come downstairs.
Okay. So, walking downstairs, you see two people you saw yesterday. This so-called omen person and the pixie. And then, much to your own
Very.
surprise, actually, I want you to roll me an intelligence check really quickly.
What kind?
It's just intelligence.
Okay. Flat int? I can do that.
Okay. We're getting places, folks. We are getting places, maybe.
Are they good places? That's yet to be seen.
That is so debatable right now. Anyway.
What are
Are they places we want to be? We'll get to that later.
What's that?
There you go. 12.
12. You would not know. There's a very strange looking bird man at the bar. You do not know what a Phoenix Aircocker is.
Don't worry, neither does Trix, nor does she care what it is.
So yeah, Cassius, that's the scene you walked down to, and death metal that you've been able to hear from upstairs.
It never leaves you alone. It follows you forever.
So, any reaction?
He doesn't really mind the death metal, honestly. He's gonna go up to the he's gonna go up to get some food.
All right, what can I do for you this morning?
Well, what do you have?
And then again, a few kinds of bread. We've got some sweetbread type thing. Pancakes if you want them. Eggs, any number of things, really.
Pancakes. Sure, awesome pancakes.
He looks over to the side. Yells back into the kitchen. All right. Order of pancakes, add eggs and bacon. And yeah, proceeds. A few minutes later, he hands you a plate of pancakes alongside syrup, butter, and eggs and some bacon.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to walk and find a place to sit.
All right, you find a place to sit. It's a slow morning in this tavern, oh boy. Oh boy.
Slow morning as there's death metal playing.
By slow, I mean there's not much going on outside of the death metal. Yeah. So the morning passes relatively slowly. And eventually, what looked like a few guards walk in. Move over. They go over to kind of the quest / bounty board, you know, the usual. Walk over, unpin a few things, take them down, repin a few things, like pin up a few more things. And then they just kind of proceed to walk out.
Death metal proceeds.
They do pass a look to you, Trix, just
Trix points at an empty hat, hoping for some change, and continues playing death metal.
I want you to make me a persuasion check.
Not a performance.
No, persuasion, because it's better.
Persuasion.
13.
One of them sighs and chucks a gold piece in the hat
Yes.
before walking out. So yeah, the board has been refreshed. The board has been refreshed. Anybody doing anything?
Omen is gonna slide down his blindfold because the way he sees things, he sees through vibration with his blindfold, and that does not tell him what's on paper. So he's gonna slowly slow down his blindfold and look over the top of it and see if he sees his own bounty up there.
Surprise! Yeah, you do. You do. And the money's gone up.
Yippee! What we at now? This is like One Piece, bro.
3,500.
How much?
3,500.
So we breaking up in the world, boys.
Everybody else, you do notice the change in the board. Chinook, I want you to roll a perception really quickly.
All right. A natural 20.
You see a bounty on the board that looks almost exactly like the man standing a few paces away from you.
Nuh-uh.
He's gonna do like the bird thing when they turn their head almost all the way around. Just very slowly, he's gonna look from the from the bounty to the man.
Omen is gonna get up and he's gonna take the bounty off the board. And like at the time, he would have practiced making it look not like he's trying to take it down, but like as if he's accepting the bounty.
I want everybody else to roll me an insight check.
Should I make like a deception or something?
Yeah, you can make a
do
deception.
not
You
care
make a
what's
deception.
happening, so I'm not making the roll.
You make the deception. Zeph, everybody else, yeah, except for
I only got
Trix.
5.
Okay.
I got an 11. So Bro must be going after his evil twin.
Natural 20.
Cassius, you see right through it. That is, in fact, the man on the poster. That is, in fact, the man on the poster taking down the poster.
Yeah, I think he kind of already knew that. To a certain extent, he knew it, or like he could have guessed that already, but now he's just absolutely certain.
Actually, I guess Trix would already know that he's wanted.
She already knows.
She
Yeah,
also
because
doesn't care.
Cassius listened into their conversation the
Yeah.
other day.
But it's one of those things, you know, where you just don't see every
Yeah.
day.
Wanna know what's funny
Okay,
about
guys.
Wanna know what's
Fuck
funny
me,
about the
evil
day?
twin.
Is that he doesn't care?
is that he doesn't care even slightly.
Oh,
We're all
I'm gonna
great
have to-
people.
I'm gonna have to do this earlier than I wanted to. Fine. Okay. Okay. We're going. Actually, Omen, I want you to roll me a perception check really quickly.
Correction. Okay. That is not a great roll. That is a. I can math. That is a
also roll
17.
perception?
17.
You notice, as you're taking down the poster, there's a symbol on the back.
Do I recognize it?
It's... Oh boy, it's your house crest.
Great.
So...
So I'm guessing that meaning they've started funding the search.
Not necessarily. You know, if they were funding the search, it would have been on the front. It would have been on the front.
Huh?
So something else is afoot.
Can I make an insight check to see what that might be?
Go ahead.
That is a 18.
Okay, so I have to ask, how much interaction have you had with, like, the unseen as well as, like, the more shady business of the world? Like, not just the unseen, but, you know, the more shady side of things.
Fair amount. Because before and after, like, stuff with the noble family, he lived there. He got picked up by the family while he was in unseen territory, and then he went back thereafter. So he's been around that a lot.
Okay, so something you know is that most of the shady dealers, like, will put, like, sometimes people will put marks on the back of, like, wanted posters, both as, like, a form of communication with one another, like an indiscreet, like, sorry, a discreet way of communicating with people. And sometimes it's, I think you could probably guess, sometimes it's a not so innocent thing.
Yeah.
You catch my drift? Sometimes it's not just
think so.
communication.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and that's
We're
that's
just
just
gonna
one mark that you
uh-oh.
see. There's always the potential for hidden things.
We are gonna fold it up and shove it in my pocket for now. We're not a very big haha fan of that. And then Owen is deadass just kind of waiting for Nelia to wake up. So he gotta wait for Salem to get here.
I tried pinging her. I have no response whatsoever right now. So,
The fact that she can sleep through all this death metal is insane.
yeah. I'm gonna be totally honest, yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Is anybody else trying to pick up on that, or no?
Nah.
Nah.
Trix does not care.
Okay.
This is the most apathetic party I have
Oh
seen.
my, yeah, I was like, I am laying down, like, plot hook after plot hook after plot hook, and nobody's...
And everyone is just going, damn, that's crazy.
Trix is
Anyways.
too busy entertaining.
Yikes. Okay.
Actually, you know what? Since no one is really like inside the lobby, like to hear the death metal, she's gonna go outside and play on the streets.
Make me a performance check.
Goes for the street.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's a 9.
People, it's not your best performance. We'll say that. People seem to be getting fairly annoyed with you. And the more you play, like, people just stop paying attention to you. Like, someone even, like, throws something at you at some point. Can't really determine what it was. But
Womp womp.
it's not great, you know? Not a good day.
It hit me flying around, given I'm so small.
We'll roll an attack roll. Does a 19 hit?
Uh-oh. Yes.
You just get clonked with, like, a piece of fruit. Just absolutely just whack.
Oh.
Oh, God. Here we go. But aside from that, nothing else happens. The day continues on. Actually, Trix, I want you to make me a perception check really quickly.
Perception check. Oh, if now I get a good roll. 18.
You notice a few, like, I don't want to say suspicious because, like, to any one person, these guys would be really, really hard to notice. But some figures that, kind of, to you, stick out as like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Would they look familiar to the guy that was chased last time?
No.
No? Okay.
They do not. But yeah, they just kind of work their way through the crowd for a minute. Before kind of just disappearing.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That's all my responses is okay. Like, I'm gonna be more observant now. But
Annoyed, wanting money. Omen is gonna look at the other bounties on the board.
There are a few. There's like, objective. There's like small quests or missions here. They're like, oh, go do this. Like, bring me this, or hey, go down here and clear out like spiders or something. It's honestly, for a place like this, there's not a lot for people like you. Most of the stuff you're seeing is like probably what you would determine to be beyond your pay grade.
Fun.
But
Well, we gotta wait for Nelly to wake up anyways, so with a sigh, he would walk to exit the tavern and kind of walk into the city.
okay, begin walking into the city.
wait, hold on. Before he does that,
Oh, by the way, Omen, I
my
know
fucking god.
some sketchy looking people that kind of disappeared earlier. I don't know if they were looking for you, but they kind of disappeared into the crowd and they looked weird. So keep your eye out.
Right. And what way did you say they went?
I point in the direction I last saw them in.
They were headed towards the inner city. by this point.
Oh. Might as well. You want to come with?
Oh, thanks.
Sure, why not? This doesn't seem to be working very well.
All right.
Alright. We're
Uh,
gonna start heading that
And I'll
direction.
land on top of his head again.
Chinook and Cassius, are you guys following?
Where are they going?
We are going to go hunt down some spooky looking people.
Is for a bounty or something?
Trix just saw some suspicious looking people, and Omen's like, yeah, well, let's go figure out what's
I have
going on.
time to kill.
Guess I might as well see what they're up to.
All right. All right. Chinook, you follow them. You kind of fall into step with everybody. How tall is
I'm not
Chinook?
following.
Say because he's a Phoenix Aarakocra, he's noticeably larger than others, but he's still... Aarakocra are kind of small, right?
Nah, it's Kenku. Kenku are the short ones.
Okay. He's like tall, human-sized.
All right, so like maybe a bit taller than the
5'10".
average human or something.
Yeah.
All right. So you're kind of a noticeable presence in the walkway, mostly because people don't see people like you all that often. But yeah. You guys continue on. Cassius, are you doing anything?
He'll be heading to a similar area, but he's not following them. He's looking, maybe going back to the same place where he bought the herbs.
All right. So
Wait,
heading
where
there.
are we right now?
You guys are
We are in a
kind of just an in-between district in the city. Doesn't really
Okay.
like.
We're
it
like
is-
outside and stuff, right? We're not in the building anymore.
Yeah.
no.
You guys go outside. I'd like perception checks from all of you.
Perception. That is not my greatest. That is a 15.
34.
Okay. 34?
24.
20.
24. Okay. Oh, I was about to say, what?
34 at second level. We all.
That's a
okay.
crit fail. That's a crit fail.
Ava's blind for the rest of the session. Good job, guys.
Okay. So, Chinook, you're able to pick them out easily. Like, these two figures that seem to be A-okay, like, again, like, to normal people, like, it's obviously like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. But you can definitely tell something's off just by the way they're walking, the slight differences in their clothes, like the way they carry themselves. It's not hard to pick them out.
Why are we following them again?
They were sketchy.
And we're bored.
We're stalkers now.
You get used to it.
Something like that.
Uh,
Are they doing anything other than just walking along?
they look spooky.
Let's see.
Jay, the DM, specifically pointed them out to me. Therefore, they have to be of some interest.
Yeah. There's a moment
how the
where
world works.
they seem to, like, look to each other. And then, I'm gonna roll a perception. They look back to you guys, and it's very clear they see you. And, well, it's a very discreet glance, but, like, they do see you.
How far?
And then they start
I'm
walking a
done.
bit faster.
How far behind them are we?
25 feet.
Well, if they're gonna walk faster, we should walk faster.
What
Bro,
we're
they're looking
gonna
back and
do,
Shinook's just giving him the shoe bill stare.
And then we
I
walk
am gonna-
faster. I mean,
I am
Jake,
gonna
go-
pick
start
out
walking
one of
faster.
them. I'll pick out one of them and cast Hunter's Mark on them.
What, Ava?
I was gonna ask if I could go buy like five herbs.
Yeah, that's 50 gold.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can go buy 5 herbs.
Okay.
You're casting Hunter's Mark on one of them?
So for the next hour, I have advantage on perception and survival checks to find them.
Question. What does your Hunter's Mark look like?
I haven't thought about that.
Buddy, if you're in a campaign, you best be with me. You best be thinking.
I play D&D.
I
I don't
love
think
this
well.
Just use your family
Oh.
crest.
Does Hunter's
Honestly,
Mark-
probably yeah. It would look like the family crest.
Does it?
Okay.
Oh, I was just thinking, is it like a physical mark?
Yeah?
Because I don't know if it ever specifically says that it's a physical mark.
I mean, I know a lot of people flavor it that way. So,
Is Hunter's Mark visible?
I don't see it.
From every flavoring I see, says it's visible.
Yeah. I'm just reading the spell.
yeah.
The
There's
spell
nothing.
it
There's
never
nothing that
says
really
it.
says either
Yeah,
way.
it doesn't
So-
say other than like you mystically mark it as your
Yeah,
quarry.
it's up to the DM.
So basically up to the DM. I always just
Personally,
assumed
I
you
think
felt
it shows up as a physical mark, but
Yeah.
Well,
The
I
only
get to
thing with that is
decide
that
where
it
the
makes
mark
it
is.
objectively worse because it means that people know they're marked.
Not if I put it in a place they can't see easily. Like if I slap that shit on their ankle,
yeah, where are you marking them?
I think it
Would
should
it-
be somewhere you can see on the person to
Yeah.
mark them. Make it fair.
Yeah,
what skin do they have open?
not much.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I see them ankles? Can I start in only ankles with them?
no.
Again,
Can I
see,
see? Can I see their neck?
Yes.
It's gonna be on the back of their neck.
Okay. I need to roll something. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they do. Like, one of them kind of rubs the back of their neck for the moment. And before you realize it, they take off running.
Yep.
After that, wait.
After them.
Let them go.
Cassius, it's around this time that two people push through the crowd near you and start running. And a few seconds later, the 3 from back at the tavern are running again. Straight after them.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm already in an alleyway
Yeah.
or towards a dead end towards like a secluded area that happens to be in the direction they're running towards. Because I'm about to like sit down and kind of start potion.
I'd suppose you could, like, see them run by.
No, I meant like in a place that they conveniently will end up being, because otherwise I guarantee you he doesn't care and he just won't participate.
I will say that as you're going, as you were entering the alleyway, someone did kind of push you aside and cause you to stumble a bit.
Make him roll to see if the herbs fall out. Like onto the floor.
Roll me a dexterity check. We'll see if you drop those.
Just flat.
Dex.
Yeah. Flat decks.
Yeah. Oh god.
12.
So okay, you managed to save the herbs, but
Yo. Or he wouldn't say yo. Watch where you're going.
He says as they like run past.
there's just out of the way Longhorns and just keeps going.
Trying to get in front of them.
What
We
is your,
are going.
He's going to continue to. He's going to keep walking the direction that they're going.
okay?
Omen is gonna he's going to action surge dash.
Actually, wait, yeah, I'm going
We are
to.
double dashing.
I'm going to start flying and use my bonus action dash along with a normal action dash to catch up.
Oh god.
And I feel along the way Omen accidentally body slams into Cassius. He's in the way. Not bad.
Cassius, you're walking and then just poof.
Boom! Again.
I don't
Omen
know if
doesn't
that's
say a
good
thing.
for you.
Omen doesn't say a thing. He looks down at you and then just keeps running.
That'd be really unfortunate if someone just poisoned you.
Cringe.
Oh man, it really it would
Make
be.
him roll a dex save again. Do it.
Man, I wonder.
Are you literally? Are
Can
you
I?
poisoning Omen?
Here, can I hit him? Can I hit him with a peppermint and eucalyptus poultice as he goes by me or after he bumps me?
Make me an attack roll.
No, that's not how it works.
How does
But-
it work? I don't know.
Okay, so when you're doing your poultices, basically how it works is that you can use an action to create the poultice,
Mhm.
and then you can use your bonus action to apply it. Again, the methods differ very slightly, but it's just if it's within 5 feet of you. So I imagine he bumps me, then on his way out, when you normally get an opportunity to attack, I just slam it into his back.
Yeah, that works. Omen, you're hit with something in the back.
What do I have? Do I make a
what-
save or
This is no. And then I decrease your speed by 10 feet.
Bruh.
cringe? But this is after
And this,
action dash twice. So
yeah, so
my
your base speed is now 10 feet less for 1 minute.
cringe. So I mean
He
that's
was
still leaves,
ready. He was ready this time because it happened to him once, and he's like, "Man,
that still
if this
leaves
happens
me with a
again, I
base speed
swear."
of 25. So that isn't. I still have 25 base speed.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah,
that's still 100 feet even after that. I'm still moving.
He's still moving. Anyway. Oh boy. Chinook, how are you keeping up? Are you just dead sprinting? E,
Sorry, what?
how are you keeping up? Are you like sprinting or are you gonna try and fly and get ahead of everybody?
Why do I need to keep up with them?
You guys are
'Cause-
chasing down 2 people right now.
I know, but why?
Cause they spook!
Because
they
we want
look-
to.
They look like bad people.
They look like a problem.
Alright, I'd probably fly on top of the buildings so I can keep watching them.
I would say,
So are we
honestly,
still in a-
with how crowded it is, you could probably fly and get ahead of them.
Also, I feel like kind of rubbing it off and just bracing against it. He still is gonna slightly look back after feeling the effect, flip off Cassius before still dead sprinting as fast as he can.
Yeah. I mean, rubbing it off doesn't really do anything, but
I mean, like shake it off, like still keep moving, not
yeah,
actually rubbing it off.
you're just like.
What the hell, bro? Keeps going.
Magic
Yeah,
being
no.
traumatized by your own party.
He doesn't care. Don't run into me moving double dashed.
Look, man, I'm trying to get you into the party.
That's not the way to do it. That's a surefire way to just make him mad at you.
Real.
Okay. So you continue on, you run. Omen, you're losing distance. Tricks, you're going pretty well. It's kind of hard to navigate all the big people, but
Well, I'm flying over them.
fair enough.
Can Omen parkour his way up onto a roof?
Make me an athletics check.
Let's go. I'm kind of good at those. As I throw my dice across my table. That is a 18.
All right, you make it up onto the roof, no problem. And that's about when you see Chinook just wingspan opens, massive wingspan, just foof by you.
Jake,
Yo.
before we enter the battle, can I prepare a poultice?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Are we
assume it's going to
combating?
be a battle.
No one ever said it
No,
was going to
he's-
be a fight.
No one said that, but I'm just he's
Prepping.
getting ready just in case
Prepping.
there is one.
Okay. So I want, since everybody's moving at full speed,
Yes.
I really quickly want an athletics check from everybody who's chasing, with advantage for Tricks and Chinook.
Athletics, you
Cringe.
said?
Me over here having to parkour and vault over roofs.
16.
16 as well.
Okay. Chinook.
My strength sucks.
I have a +1 to strength.
Same.
Chinook athletics check.
Strength a dump stat for real.
What?
Athletics check with advantage for you.
With advantage.
Yes.
16.
Okay. You guys are keeping up fairly. You're closing distance. I need to roll, see how well they're doing. Okay.
And after a minute, we get back to my good speed.
You guys are going, you're going, and eventually you guys, like, Chinook, you get ahead of them. Like, sorry, Chinook and, Tricks, you guys get ahead of them, so you can cut them off.
To point
And
and laugh at them as I
Omid, you
fly
are
by.
slowly making up the ground you lost.
I don't know, how busy is this street we're on?
How busy is this? It's busy. This entire city's busy.
It's like New York City.
Oh,
So,
the horror.
if you guys what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna, like, how are you trying to stop
Gonna
them?
fly a bit in front of them and then just land with the wings spread out so they can't get around me.
You just, poof. For a moment there, I thought you were just gonna,
slowly
like,
land on top of his head.
yeah, I thought you were just gonna, like,
And-
pile drive him in the back with your foot and just, like, shove his
Omen
face
is
into the
gonna
floor.
jump, parkour again off the roof, and go behind them, blocking off, like, retreat to the back.
Okay. Call new characters' names. Chinook and Trix. You guys land in front of them. Chinook, your wings just open and they just stop. I want you to roll me an intimidation check real quick. It's
You're cutting.
Chinook intimidation check, please.
Yes. 19.
Oh dang.
Do you want to add some flavor to this?
Like clothesline them with the wings.
Like, you drop in front of them, like, and you spread out your wings. Is there like any specific way you're like being really intimidating, or is it just the fact that you just
Oh, he's a
think he's
phoenix.
mere
I'd assume
presence.
his feathers are pretty like fiery, right?
Yeah, like your normal colors are like red or orange or gold, whatever you decide. But you know, there's some fire flickering along the edges of your wings, and they just stop, and they're like, "Oh,
Oh no.
oh
It
no!"
appears I have made a mistake.
And
just,
the
like-
top is just
You like freaking glare at them, and it's just, oh no, oh no.
It was at that moment they knew they fucked up.
And then Omen, you land behind. And then Omen, you walk up behind them.
Yeah. I'll be back. Once I come back is when Cassius will be fashionably late to this encounter.
Okay. So
Huh?
it's in your guys' hands now.
Well. Looks like we've got some troublemakers.
Can I get like a good look at them now?
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
These guys, they're wearing some clothes kind of a bit reminiscent of the Outlands. Not like entirely, but of a style that's kind of off-putting. Just kind of makes you uneasy. They're also each wearing a necklace made of ivory of some kind that has strange beads inscribed with symbols. Like, nobody thinks a second thought about these things because this is the Shining City. Most people who travel here are, like, you see people from all over and you see weird things all the time. Like, come on. So,
Omen would slowly kind of walk towards them. You know, when you wear all that depressing wear, you're gonna attract attention.
I don't know. Seemed just fine till you lot showed up.
Why'd you run?
I mean, what if you saw a bunch of people stalking you? Wouldn't you run?
I'd ask them why they
No.
wanted my attention.
Well, it's not exactly polite to be stalking people. Or chasing them after they walk away, you know?
First,
We didn't
last
start
session.
chasing until you started running.
I still love last session. You would run away if people started stalking you? Omen, actually, I run towards them.
Well, then I would just consider you to be insane.
Oh, wow, and I consider you to be an ass. Look where we are.
So...
Now, what business do you have here in the Shining City? I doubt it's anything good.
And what's my business to you, stranger?
I mean, if you're trying to cause problems, I would prefer there to not be problems.
Oh, boys.
How are you doing that?
Or stranger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Voices. The voices.
Voices?
It's... yeah. What was your response to them asking what business... Oh, wait, no. Like, listen, mate. We don't go prying into anybody else's business. People don't go prying into our business. It's really not a hard concept to understand.
Well, if all you said was we're not planning to cause any problems, then you can probably just go on your way after that, as long as you stop looking sketchy like you're up to some no good.
Uh-huh. This coming from who exactly?
You can call me T.
Right. Well, if you would excuse us, we really have places to be.
What kind of places?
Places that don't have to do with small pixies.
Excuse me, I ain't no
Racism in the
pixie.
Shining City?
It's everywhere.
I love this place.
Hey, yo! What kind of work
So weren't
would
they
you
like just intimidated?
Yeah, no, they're still like looking at Chinook just like kind of perturbed, but
What business exactly does the Unseen have in the Shining City right now?
whoever said we were unseen.
Who said you weren't? We don't know what you're doing.
We said we were.
I grew up around that place. I can tell.
Uh-huh. Right, kid.
I mean, it did seem like you were trying to not be noticed, which would be a very unseen thing to do, you know?
And there's a problem with wanting to be discreet. You
If
don't
not
have to be one
unseen,
of
why
the...
act like unseen?
I mean,
Listen,
you're
man.
walking in a major city that there's a ton of people in. If you just acted normal, probably no one would notice you. But if you purposely act like you're trying to not be seen, you make yourself more noticeable. That's how it works.
That's the funny thing, is that you are literally the only people who noticed it. You are literally the only people who noticed that they were acting normal. At least normal to most people. Like, he just
I don't
shrugs
know what to
like,
tell you guys. I got a 24 on the perception check.
listen. Here. Why don't he produces a pouch of what is very obviously coin. Why don't you guys take this and we can just be on our way, yeah? No problems. No nothing. Nobody got to get
Now
up in
you're just
anybody's
acting
business.
more suspicious.
Sounds good to me. I'll take it.
No, stop that. Don't take their money.
I'm gonna take their money and not move.
Okay,
Oh,
now Cassius shows up out of nowhere. I have no idea what's happening.
They're accosting two people. You guys are accosting
I
two
know.
people.
So the
I'll
same,
take the money and
It's the same
pull
two
my
people.
wings, I guess.
the same two. Okay,
So you take the money and
it's like okay, he's going to. He's gonna walk up and he's gonna be like, okay, what's happening here?
who are you?
so
Who
wait.
am I?
Yes, who are you? Person who just walked up into our interaction randomly?
Randomly, I seem to remember getting bumped not once but twice by people not minding their own space and bumping into me.
To be
While
fair,
running
I
full
watched
sprint,
these
mind
guys bump into a lot of people, and none of them came back to notice. So,
Plus, they
So
almost
good.
made me drop my herbs.
Listen, guys. This is all a big misunderstanding. Why
You
don't
didn't
we
drop your
all
herbs.
just go our own way, huh?
you can tell me what your business is, and then maybe I'll
And,
consider it. if
and
I
what's
will.
my business to you, Tiny?
Because if you're causing problems, I want to stop you. You see how that works?
I already dealt with Unseen yesterday. I don't need them causing more issues.
Right, buddy. We're totally the unseen. Yeah. Right.
And you
Listen,
think
if you
are?
know anything about them, if they if they wanted to deal with you, they'd deal with you. I think we all know how that works. But seeing as we're not part of the unseen and personally got nothing to do with you,
Can I make an insight check?
yeah.
I'd like to do the same thing.
Yeah, go
Plot
ahead.
twist, they really are genuinely part of the not part of them. Ooh, good roll.
Not good.
That is a 22.
That is a solid 5.
Omen, they are not unseen. Like,
Cringe.
that part seems to be clear. Like, what else, though, is debatable. They are definitely up to something.
So if you aren't
Cassius doesn't
unseen,
know
what
what's
are
happening. Cassius is gonna ask, so, what were you saying about these guys doing suspicious things?
It looked suspicious. So we followed them, they noticed us and started running, so we chased after them.
I just followed you guys.
Hey, listen. It's a big city. There's a lot of stuff going on, you know? Like,
Yeah, but like most people aren't doing sketchy things, and you guys seem sketchy.
aren't doing sketchy. Have you seen some of the districts in this city?
No, I arrived here the other day, and I also don't even know how I got here.
There's
So,
a district full of necromancers.
but are they like harming people directly, or do they just exist?
Why don't you go find out? It's
Sounds like they're healing them from death.
not.
Well, I mean, if
Yeah,
they're
a
killing
necromancer
people
is
and
a
then
really
turning
late
them
healer.
into zombies, then that's a problem.
Listen.
Anyways, that's a future problem. For right now, we need to see if you guys are doing something wrong and that you shouldn't be doing.
If you aren't
Why?
unseen, what exactly are you? Surely you
Here.
must be assigned to some faction or some house.
You guys.
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Noble, but not everybody's from a faction or a house or has prominent status. Listen.
Yeah, he's gonna. Cassie's gonna say in quotes, Mr. Nobleman, wanna strike a deal real quick? I can help get you guys. I can help you get these guys to talk. In exchange, you help me make some money.
How do you expect me to do that?
Terms. I don't know. Find a way. Find a bounty or something to help me clear. They have the 2 people restrained, right?
No.
It's just
No.
between the two.
They are
If they
cornered.
were to try to move, they would
We,
be
we
stopped,
could
but they
stop.
aren't restrained.
Oh, I thought the error. Oh, okay. I thought that
No, they aren't restrained.
that his character just like tackled one of them. But okay, that's not particularly important.
Well, I'll see if you get paid depending on how well you work, but for now you have a deal.
I did not say pay me. I said help me make money.
Okay.
AKA
Just,
take bounties
yes,
with me.
but
Same
that
thing.
requires you to be able to work.
I can work. This is more honestly. This wouldn't be my main. It wouldn't be my main method of business. I have other ways of making money, but supplementary income is always good. Especially when you have to buy frickin' herbs. They're expensive, man.
What you
Just
talking
pick them
about?
from the wild.
He's going to go up to one of them, and he's going to take a vial.
Hey, man. Hey, back off.
It's like,
It's grape flavor.
you're going to tell me. He's going to say all of this with a very nice smile on his face. Listen, you're going to tell these people what you're up to. Otherwise, I'm going to apply this to your skin. Do you wish to know what this thing does to you?
Make me an intimidation check, and I'm gonna say with advantage.
I mean, already being intimidated plus the unknown elixir, yeah.
Yeah,
Throw
like,
pissed off-
already intimidated
throw
by the
pissed off
giant
the doctor man, and it'll
firebird.
be
Then
the last
some
thing they
dude
do.
in a plague doctor mask walks up.
Well, actually, he doesn't have the mask. He just has like the outfit. He doesn't really have the mask on.
There's some dude
But
in a
he
plague
anglers.
doctor. Do you have like a mask somewhere on your person? Like,
I think Yeah, he would have one on his person.
Okay. Like some dude in a plague doctor outfit with a mask on their belt walks us like, you want to see what this does to you? Bro!
Do you wanna? And he's got like the deer horn, so it makes him look like.
Oh yeah! Like, so, it's either the Firebird and the Pixie, or the dude in the blindfold and the crazy plague doctor with horns. Yeah.
Harry, not Pixie.
Same difference.
Harry
Nah.
Pixie, Harry
That was
Schmixie.
awful. 11.
Listen.
Even with advantage, you only got 11.
I'd like to imagine that they're not scared of the potion.
Yeah,
With advantage?
listen, pal, buddy. This, like I said, big misunderstanding. Now, can we go? We have a meeting to be at.
What kind of meeting?
None of your business, Pipsqueak.
What are you gonna tell me?
Cassius
What if I
is
want
going
to make
is
it my
going to walk-
business?
Is going to walk back over to E's character. Or E's character looks the strongest here.
Yes. Or at least the biggest.
Yeah.
He's going to
How
walk
tall
over
is
to
E's character?
Like 5'10". But he's also got like his massive wings out.
Omen is
to-
taller.
Going to walk over. Wait, what is his bonus?
Whose?
E's
Bonus to what?
strength.
Strength.
If
Oh,
it's more than a +1, then yes, he
Or
looks the
athletics.
strongest.
nope. It is just a +1.
Oh, wait, am I the strongest one here?
Yes.
I play Dex characters. What do you want from me, dog?
I'm also.
Yeah, no, I got
My
Dex. Not
my
strength.
Mine is also Dex.
We're all next characters.
E is Dex and Int. I
I actually have a lot of really high stats.
Can I?
I'm
got
Dex, Con, and
strength.
Wiz.
oh god.
Next charisma and
Int Wiz Dex
Oh,
Con.
he's gonna say to Omen. He's gonna be like, do you want to take this interrogation further?
Do people around us seem to care?
Then you have a crowd watching you now.
We're in an alley, aren't we?
No.
No,
No,
we're in a
no,
main
no.
You
street.
stopped them straight in the middle of a street.
How many of them are there?
There's two dudes.
Two.
And just
Omen is
overall-
already a wanted man. He doesn't care at this point.
I want to point out that Trix's like glow around her has slowly gotten more red after every insult.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, oh no,
Gonna go
bro.
full Tinkerbell on us at one of these days.
But yeah, Omen is gonna take this the next step, and he is gonna. He didn't work so far on the last people, but they were unseen, and these people are obviously not unseen. He is going to just slowly draw his sword
Hey,
and
buddy.
place it. What? Are you interested in talking now?
I have to have them make a decision.
Trix also pulls a rapier.
Yours is, no offense, yours is far less intimidating.
I can adjust the size of
Yeah,
it.
pull out a toothpick.
Exactly.
There's-
Omen with his very noble-looking sword, very ornate. You think?
It is a noticeable size, okay, guys? Come on now.
Let me guess, it's got a great personality too.
They
It
start
does.
laughing, both of them. Just, oh my gosh, I can't believe you people.
Switch charges.
Funny.
Sorry, what just happened?
As one of them pulls an object from behind their back and throws it onto the ground, that's a smoke bomb.
Trix lunges directly to where she last saw them.
I still have my hunter's
Can I
mark on
grapple?
them.
Can I go grapple one of them?
You guys need perception checks now. Oh god.
I can make it at an advantage due to hunter's mark though, which is fire.
Normally I'd say disadvantage, but with the advantage it would knock it down to a normal for you, Omen. Everybody else, perception check at disadvantage to even see if you can see them.
Cringe.
I just
Rolling
fly
my
above the
luck
smoke.
is not gonna go very great.
You
14.
Let's go. 24.
okay. All right. Yeah, Chinook, you can fly
Oh.
up.
All right.
Also,
Oh,
there are
7.
people screaming now.
That'll be 17.
All right, you fly up, and you look down. Trix, you miss your charge. And alright, Chinook, you look down, and everything's gone to frick. Like, you barely catch sight of two shapes darting down an alleyway, but that's like it. Everything's just chaos now.
I fly to the alleyway.
Technically, for the most part, I could still see him because I also have 10 feet blind sight.
Yeah, Omen, you take off after them. Is that what's going on?
Yes.
All right, you guys.
They are already suspicious, and they made it so much worse.
As you know, they take off. You guys all take off after them.
I follow.
Ooh, wow. Rolling hot with the stealth checks today. You guys dart into the alley and just gone. Just gone.
So, can I still
another
attempt to make
nat
a
20 on
perception
stealth.
check? Because they still have my hunter's mark on him.
They do. I will let you make a perception check. Not an advantage, but
Which is standard.
yeah, I will let you make a perception check because they have the mark.
Dirty 20.
You kind of get a feeling, as they exit the range of the mark.
See, that's the really funny thing. It doesn't have a range.
I thought it was 90 feet.
No,
That's how
your
long-
that's your casting range.
Oh,
The spell itself doesn't have a range.
never mind. They are judging by the mark, they've definitely got a lot of distance on you now. Where they're headed to, anybody's guess. Now I guess I need to
I'm gonna
roll-
do my best to keep following them.
Okay.
I'm going to do as one does and follow Omen.
Okay.
I will also follow Omen because he seems to be the only one to know where to go.
Actually,
Chinook?
not to disturb it, he has a reason to
The
actually.
ranger subclass, the ranger class is objectively the best alternate class I could have taken.
Yeah.
It's doing me so many favors.
I gotta make a roll. Oh. No. Okay. Yikes. Okay. You guys are moving along. You, cut out of the alley into another street. There's stuff going on. And then you hear a small click. And then the shipyard at the eastern end of the city explodes.
Action dash, bonus action dash. Instantly over there.
It's gonna take you a while to get over there.
Going regardless.
No, yeah.
Question: do they appear to be in that direction as well?
By this point, they're probably headed towards the inner city. But, yeah. You hear the noise, and you all turn and look around as the entire shipyard just lights with fire.
Instantly getting over there as
Yeah,
fast as possible.
yeah. Things
Omen
explode,
stops.
and you see airships start to sink.
Or yes, fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
Is there ground under these islands anywhere?
The islands themselves are, it's floating islands. They themselves are made of ground. The world itself there's no bottom. It's just endless sky.
Oh.
Actually, Trix is going to cast message to Omen, stating to continue chasing after those two. And then bolt off.
Omen is gonna sigh and listen.
Yep, and I will follow.
Following Omen.
Yeah.
Chinook, are you following Omen or Trix?
Omen.
Okay.
Didn't I see which alleyway they went down?
No, yeah, you guys have been following them. Like ducking down alleyways and stuff.
Until explosion happened. Then Trix bolted.
Yeah, and then Trix started heading towards the shipyard.
Which is pretty cringe.
It's what my character would do.
It's called being a good person.
Which is why Omen thinks it's cringe.
So yeah,
Oh.
you can either keep trying to track down the people, or you can try and or you can go over to the shipyard. It is your choice.
I guess I'll keep following the guys.
Okay, you guys keep following the dudes. Trix, it takes you a bit, but you eventually arrive at the shipyard. And it's on fire. Everything's on fire. There are people screaming. Airships are sinking, or falling, whatever. It is insanity.
I am going to. Is there like people that like are obviously injured and such?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. There's a fair number of.
I cast Mage Hand to go and try and like move objects out of the way to help people, while I also go and try and help people get to safety.
All right. You go and you start helping. Eventually there are like response teams that start to show up. Roll me a flat d20 really quickly.
4.
You're trying to help. You're not sure if you're making much of a dent in the work, honestly.
What about my Mage Hand?
You're trying. Mage Hand isn't all that strong.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. So, it's definitely like... Oh, God. I want you to roll me a con save really quickly.
That's cringe. That's a 3.
Okay. Smoke starts clogging your vision, and you start, like, coughing aggressively. It's very hard. Like, it's hard to see. It's hard to breathe. With everything around, it's getting very difficult to manage. I need to roll something. Take 4 points of damage. And it is a few moments later that, you see what seems to be a male Aarakocra in, strange robes and what looks like, a female axolotl folk also in robes kind of just appear, and it's the axolotl immediately like holds up a staff and it kind of begins to rain over a condensed area. Slowly, like, containing and putting out the fire. While the Aarakocra kind of just jumps in. and begins like moving people out. At some point or another, response teams do begin to show up, and one of them, an elf, goes over to you. Miss, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm more worried about the other people that are still trapped in all the rubble and such.
It's fine. We'll see to it. Did you see what happened?
No, I was quite far away. All I saw was an explosion, and the next thing I knew, I had rushed over here to help.
Right. Well, take a minute and take a minute, rest. We'll get it handled. Hey, somebody get one of the other ships. We're gonna try and save a few of these. And they begin working their way off. Back with the other group. I need you all to roll me perception checks.
Okay. That is pretty good. Pretty good. Is this still for finding them?
Yes.
14.
I can math. 22.
Okay. So as you guys are walking, at some point or another, you end up in the Unseen District. Not great. Which, it doesn't really look much different, except for, like, some regalia and a bigger presence of shady figures. As well as just shops and other things, like guild halls and whatnot. This is also kind of what you would label as, like, if there was an adventurer's district, it would be this one. The Unseen is a faction that's like, yes, this is their established segment of the city, but it's kind of just another normal segment, if we're being honest. So, how are you guys searching for them? I guess I need to ask.
I'm guessing that the mark is going to run out soon. So we are going to focus on the mark and try to find them with that.
Okay. The mark is only going to get you so far. Like, you start winding your way through alleys and whatever, and like... Ooh. But eventually the mark stops moving.
We're gonna look for that spot.
You look for that spot, and you come into an alleyway. And you see two figures, like the two figures are cornered by two other figures. One wearing rogue's attire, holding what appears to be an ornate curved knife, or a dagger, or ornate curved blade in one hand. The other in purple robes with the hood up and a staff. You guys gonna do anything?
Hey there, buddy. Sorry to interrupt, but this guy's ours.
We have some business.
The one in the purple robe straightens up a bit. No, I think this is our business. Turning around, it's one of the council members.
Well
yeah,
then.
I'm probably aware that this is a council.
Yeah, this is Iacus. He is a jackal folk. His eyes are glowing a soft white. He just looks back to you. Like,
Looks like you have it covered, I guess.
yes. Though, correct me if I'm wrong. Nalenvale, you said there were more people involved in the incident, yes? And the hooded figure looks to both of you. Yes, I would say so. And he looks back. And you see a Kenku wearing a Raven Skull mask. Those three, to be precise. And Iacus pauses for a minute. Interesting.
I'm guessing by those three they mean us.
Yeah.
Ah,
I don't know if you think we were some part of that explosion over there, but I can assure you we were not.
do you want me to help you? And do you want some help interrogating these people? You can use this.
No, it's fine. We have other ways of getting information out of people. But the unfortunate matter is that you... I don't know if you guys were trying to be discreet or not, but you did cause
what?
a massive commotion in the city.
Yes. You know, chasing these people who you probably should have already had. But you didn't.
And whoever said we were aware of them until now.
So you're slacking.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it sounds
Right.
like.
Oh,
Listen,
almighty.
yeah, you shouldn't be complaining if we're trying to
Oh, death spare me.
take
Woman is
action.
talking
Okay.
mad shit for being a wanted man.
Nalenvale looks back and is like, and that's the familiar. Interesting. And Iacus just sighs, like, oh, Lord. Why am I always the one who has to deal with law and order every time? Alright. Well, considering everything that's happening, and witness accounts, and everything that just happened, we're taking everyone in for questioning.
Sure, cool.
Alright.
I didn't do anything wrong, so I have no problem with this.
Omen, on the other hand, has a very big problem with this.
He can go run if he wants to. Also, it's been longer than a minute, so you have your full speed back. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Alright. Iacus puts two fingers to his snout and whistles once. And you see what look like 4 guards carrying large shields and swords at the hip kind of walk over. It's like, put them in cells, but treat them fair. I don't think they're the cause of the issue, but I'm not taking chances.
Okay, where are we going? He's gonna...
As for these
Omen is
two,
going to resist.
how are you resisting?
How are they? Are they like approaching?
You guys have been blocked into the alley now.
Hardcore part 3.
No.
So you're stuck between the 4 guards and the 2 council members.
How tall is the alley? And is there like
It's 2 stories.
anything I could? Is there anything I could basically parkour off of to get to the roof?
I mean, I'm willing to let you make an attempt.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm just warning you. Yeah, nope, this is your choice. If you're gonna do that, this is your choice.
This is character accurate. He does not want to get caught by the authorities. It is not in his interest.
Alright.
That is not great. That is a 11.
You go, and I'm gonna make an opposed check. Ooh, yikes. you move and you like get up, you spring off a wall, but the moment you do, the Kenku just moves like twice as fast. He like bounces up off
The
both.
Kenku was not having it.
Oh no! Like he bounces off like both walls, pretty much plants a foot on your chest mid-air and slams you back into the floor. I wouldn't try that. You're just making your situation worse.
Point
Well,
of
if you're looking
damage.
at it from
Point
my
of
view, my
damage.
situation can't get much worse.
Alright. He just looks up and is like... He's gonna point at, Nolanvale is gonna point at, Chinook and, oh boy. Chinook and Cassius, like, if you two go willingly, you won't be cuffed. You, on the other hand, and you two, he's pointing to Omen and the two aforementioned troublemakers, are going in chains.
Wait, why are we going to jail?
Because you guys got involved in an altercation on the street that...
Questioning.
Alright. No. By his words, we're not going to jail. We're going to be questioned.
Yeah. You're,
I thought we stopped the bad guys.
Yeah,
you gotta look at it from the lie.
We're currently being lumped in with the bad guys at the moment.
Yeah, because all the people of the city saw
No.
was 4 people
Okay.
accosting 2 men. Stalking and then accosting 2 men.
to be fair, I was not stalking nor accosting. I just helped once I got...
Yeah,
so
but,
my alibi is rock solid.
Yeah, no, your alibi is fine. But,
You can bet Jay's gonna have to RP a civil court case here.
probably.
After this, once he gets set free, he's like, "This was unreasonable, and I did not deserve to be there."
Anyway,
It's gonna get a lawyer.
So Omen, one of the guards steps forward and places a stone cuff set with blue gemstone around each wrist. Almost immediately they activate, and there's like this string of energy binding both cuffs together.
Am I getting anti-magic cuffed for real?
Both anti-magic and just magic cuffed. They're magical handcuffs, essentially. And yes, they are anti-magic.
Well, boys, we can't entangle our way out of this one.
And the 2 other guards go and cuff the other 2 dudes. Alright. Up you all go. And
Let's go.
Chinook and Chinook and I know Cassius isn't resisting. Chinook, are you resisting?
Where are we going?
To be interrogated.
To be interrogated.
Can't they interrogate us right here?
Also they're taking us to prison. Well,
It's like
I mean,
questioning.
they could.
It's
Official on the
technically
record
prison, but
Yeah.
you
There's
two
a
aren't gonna be in cells. It's,
All right.
it's only
Nick,
Omen that's gotten himself in enough trouble to...
It's like being taken to the police station to get an official record.
Yeah.
Unless
I've
you're
never
Omen.
been to a police station for crimes, so
Can we go on a snack break?
Yeah. That's A-okay. That's fine by me. Snack break, folks! Time to
I guess-
see what decisions the party makes now.
Bad one, like always.
Probably.
What do you mean? Trix made a great decision.
Oh, yeah, no, Trix has gotten off skate-free now by not being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The parkour did not
Trix was
hardcore.
involved. Trix instantly went to help people. She has
No, Trix has a better alibi than anybody. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some water.
Babe.
I mean, I feel like Strix doesn't need an alibi because she's so small. People probably barely noticed her in the first place.
Yeah, everyone just saw a red glow. Who she now no longer looks red.
Hey, Jay. He's gone. I'll message him.
Is it bad decisions time, chat? Yes, it is. Hope y'all have been enjoying. We're on break. Oh lord, who's DMing me now? We.
Yeah?
Let's go!
Yo,
Our savior is here.
I just got home and settled, and my character sheet is not properly set up.
It's you'll be fine.
It's
All
fine.
you
I
gotta
settled.
do is break us out of jail. That's
I
all
got
you
this.
gotta do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get arrested? You made a deal with
Omen.
me and you got arrested. Oh god, Omen.
Okay. So in Omen, let me give you the cliff notes. So
Uh-huh.
we see spooky, silly looking people, and we decide to follow spooky, silly looking people. We have
As one does.
altercation with spooky, silly looking people.
in the
Then
middle
spooky,
of the
silly
street.
people run. Yeah, in the middle of the street. A smoke bomb went off. We chase them. Turn out basically the feds are on him. And then Omen's like, well, I ain't going back to jail. I'm a wanted man. So he tries to run, and it doesn't go down great.
And the airship dock exploded.
That too.
Oh my god. Okay. Great.
Okay, I'm back. Oh god,
Okay.
Salem's here.
Do it. Break you guys out of jail, apparently.
Not Trix. She's the smart one.
The only one that did anything right.
I love neutral good characters.
My girl's just chaotic neutral. She doesn't care, but her useful companion has been arrested, and I kind of need someone. Okay.
A chaotic neutral gober.
We have
Jay,
everybody
what
back.
do you think Nelly's been doing this whole time?
What?
What has Nelia been doing this whole time?
You've been
I
sleeping.
That's either sleeping or
Sleeping
like out in the
through
streets.
death
It's
metal.
up to you.
We were exploring for information, for real. I promise I'd gather info. That's exactly what I was doing.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20. Where were you looking for info? What district were you looking for info in?
Jay, I don't know everything. I just got here, bro. What districts are my options?
There's 8 districts.
Mm-hmm.
Plus all the in-between space. So there's earth, air, fire, water, death, shadow, life, light. Those are the main 8. There's the inner district and all the in-between space.
I was looking for information for Omen.
Yeah.
So wherever would have been most useful. So Zap.
You probably would have started in the nobles area, because
Yeah. So the inner
previous
ring.
master lived in the center city.
Yeah.
So
Towards the inner ring then.
Okay.
Okay. So is everybody back?
Yes.
Okay, we have Jib, Salem, Zeph. Avo, you here? Avo?
I'm only here to break someone out of jail.
Avo.
I know you just
Dead.
got back to existing again, but do you know what class you're gonna take for your second class?
I'm thinking about doing clerics. I don't think anyone else will.
I
I'm
almost
doing
did, and then I
ranger.
went bard, but I do have healing spells, so.
do have a technical
So
support.
we currently have that we know. We have Owen became a fighter ranger. Cassius became a plague doctor fighter. E's character, I already forgot their name. They became a
Chinook.
spellblade wizard.
Do we
Chronogy.
have it? Oh, hold on. Do we have an actual cleric somewhere?
No.
in-
There's a
Okay,
bard.
well,
Bard
we'll
works
talk
just as
there.
well. Personal opinion.
Bards are good healers
Don't-
if done right.
Don't dox the bard. Just saying.
I'm
Yeah,
not
don't
doubting
talk
bards
bad
as good
about your
healers.
death metal
But
bard.
bards forget they can heal.
Nuh-uh.
That's true. Bards do a lot more
There's
than
a-
healing, so it's easy to forget that they can.
It is true. Also,
the
bardic
same with
inspiration, good
paladin.
bro.
Paladins aren't bad healers. But they
Paladins
can-
are too busy bashing shit, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Paladins are too busy using smite.
Yeah, that or they're using their lay on hands to keep themselves alive.
Okay, wait. I gotta go bust someone out of jail, and then I gotta go eat dinner. My big potato.
Okay.
Your big potato, why you bust us out?
Hey,
Bill?
E.
Easy.
E. Is the E back? You know what? Frick it.
I.
It's fine. We'll
E.
just roll with
I.
it. We'll just roll
O.
with it. Okay, so.
I
Nelia.
don't know.
Nelia, you are out in the street when suddenly the eastern dock just explodes and
Small problem.
a few, like,
I'd like to imagine she just sees like this sparkle of light just zoom past overhead.
it's too bright
Oh.
for that.
That's a
There you go.
problem.
And a few minutes later, you get this weird flicker from your familiar bond with the resident
Not
troublemaker
bonded.
and
It's the
wanting.
deal.
Technically we're not familiar bonded.
It's just her deal.
It's just the deal. Okay. There's an odd feeling, as you know. I'd assume you're able to sense who you've made deals with. Yeah. Something
Oh,
like that.
absolutely. She likes to keep pins on everybody.
You suddenly don't feel it anymore.
Where did they go? No problem. I need that person. She's gonna go off and find them.
Okay, roll a perception check, please.
You ask because I don't have my sheet.
Sorry.
I was gonna make my sheet tonight. Be ready for next time. Y'all asked a lot of me. Okay, well I rolled a 19. So like,
Okay.
is that good enough?
Yeah,
that bonus
that's good enough. As you're wandering around, I'd say they walk right past you. On the way to what is probably a law building of some kind, but you see, a jackal folk in ornate purple robes holding a staff, a Kenku wearing a raven skull mask.
They would have been brought to a police station, not necessarily a law building.
I'm not doing actual police stations, I'm doing something else.
A police
Okay.
station.
But
It's a law. What are you
There's
talking?
world building I still need to do with that. But yeah, a Kenku with ornate cloak and a raven skull mask. 4 guards in strange armor holding large shields and Kopesh swords on their belts. Escorting, lo and behold, a deerfolk wearing a plague doctor outfit.
I will say it's like not entirely Plague Doctor. It's just like Plague Doctor-esque.
Yeah.
Other than the map,
Yeah.
which is not. But
A Phoenix Aarakocra, which is new to you. Well, and lo and behold, the only one in handcuffs, Omen.
No, there's 2 other handcuffs.
Okay,
They're just not
and then
relevant.
there's the 2 Slimos in handcuffs, the 2 actual problems.
Limos.
What in the hell? Omen? Nellie's just gonna kind of stare for a long moment before begrudgingly she follows because like, God damn it, I need him.
Okay, you are all brought into this building. Omen, you and the two other dudes are all brought into the cell block. You are shoved into a cell. The bars fall in place, and runes flicker over the bars.
I'm guessing I've been disarmed.
Yes, they have taken your weapons and most of your items and have placed them on a table. The other two are also disarmed of all items and put in cells further down, actually right across from you. And more runes flicker across the bars. Chinook and oh lord. Chinook and Cassius, you are brought into an interrogation room. Actually, you're separated into different interrogation
separate the witnesses.
rooms. Yeah.
Nelly about to pull up with the lawyer act.
Nellie's about to make a deal, get Owen out, and she does not care about anyone else because she hasn't met anyone else. Not enough to care.
Okay. Avo, 1 or 2?
1.
Okay. E, 1 or 2? Sorry.
What is my choice determined?
You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
We'll go with 1.
Cowards. You should always go 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why we chose 1. Because, see, we know that he would think that we would choose 2, so therefore
Okay.
we outplayed him by... No.
Avo, you're getting stuck with the Raven folk. Chinook, you are getting stuck with the Jackal. And
I thought I was just being questioned.
you are being questioned by the council members.
Oh.
Nelia, what are
Wait.
you doing at the moment?
Nellie's gonna see who she can find that looks the most official to figure out what the hell happened and how to get Omen back.
So
Who's gonna be a council member?
you saw them, okay, so how this goes down, Omen gets taken in by the guards with the other two, problem people, and put in cells. Cassius and
Question.
Chinook are separated out into different rooms, and the two council members are standing outside talking for, like, in a common area, talking with each other for a moment. Just
Did they
I want to
also
interrupt
take
that
off his
conversation. It
blindfold?
looks official.
what?
Did they also take off his blindfold, or did they keep that on?
Oh god, I need to roll a d20 for that.
They probably...
It's technically a disability on his part.
I mean, I still have 10 feet blindsight.
They,
So what matters? Not really.
they did take the blindfold. Yes.
Cringe.
Oh.
Rip. Yeah, Nellie's gonna go interrupt the, like, official-looking conversation, and she's just gonna kind of tap one of them on the shoulder.
I don't think they... What?
Who are you tapping on the?
I feel like you gotta get into the room first, dog.
She's going into the room, and she wants to talk to somebody else official to get...
They're just
how to
in
get
the
Omen
front.
back.
Just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is
Exactly.
happening.
So I was right! Someone told me I had to get in the room! I have problems with you now.
No, aren't we taken somewhere else?
No, you two are in interrogation rooms. The
Yeah.
two, council members are talking for a moment outside.
While they are there, Nelia wants to talk to them to figure out what the hell happened and how the hell to get Omen back. So she's gonna tap one of them on the shoulder.
Are you tapping the bird on the shoulder or the jackal?
What difference does it make?
One is significantly more amiable than the other.
Amiable?
Nicer.
Nicer. Whichever one looks nicer.
You can't use big words around her. She just got off of work.
Yeah, I worked a 10-hour shift today, y'all.
My apologies, jeez.
Closer to 11 hours, actually.
Anyway, the jackal looks is like, yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry for interrupting. And granted, this is all in sign language. Wait, you understand sign language, yes? She has to check.
Motions back. Yes.
Wonderful. That makes my life easier. It seems a companion of mine has just been arrested. Can you explain to me why? I left him unattended for 50.
Oh lord. The jackal just
You left him
sighs,
You left him unattended for 2 days.
2 days! I wasn't here!
Well, first of all, he's wanted. Second of all, he was part of an alter.
Jay, you cut
He was
out.
part of. Oh, sorry. First of all, he's wanted. Second of all, he's part of an altercation that took place in the street earlier that resulted in a number of things. 3 resisting authorities and trying to run.
Oh, my heavens, he's an idiot, isn't he? I'm so sorry. Is there any chance I get him back today? I need him.
We'll see after we're done questioning the other 2.
Who are the other 2? Who are the other 2?
Well, there's a phoenix or a cockra in one room. And a deer folk in the other. They were both part of the issue.
But if my friend wasn't necessarily the cause of the problem, what if I have him on a tight leash? No more than 5 feet away from me.
Uh-huh. Right. Listen, you can wait here, but I still have a job to do.
I need to pick his brain. Can I talk to him? Can I see him?
Yes, you
Can I lecture him?
You can talk to him.
Claim to be his lawyer.
I will have one of the guards take you there, but
Oh, good. Take me there so I can lecture him. Please.
he motions and one of the guards kind of escorts you into the area. Oh man, you see, Nelia?
Nelia. A very unhappy Nelia at that, as she kind of stares you down.
Oh, God.
You
Now
frown
you-
and you pout. But I'm not the one behind bars.
Yeah, you really took your sweet time getting here.
I was gathering information. We have a deal, remember?
See,
Our
there's
deal
no-
doesn't work if you're arrested.
Our deal doesn't work if you don't communicate. You're a really hard person to get hard of.
I was busy
And evidently, so was I.
getting arrested. Busy getting arrested. I was busy gathering your information. I need you outside of the bars. I thought I could trust you not to get in league with the wrong kind of people. What happened?
Well, first thing that happened yesterday, I had some people poking around. I knew it wasn't the best idea coming here with my status. So ever since then, I was a bit more on edge. Then he, and this fairy, spotted out some shady-looking people, and I figured it was in my best interest to deal with them before they dealt with me. One thing led to another, smoke bomb here, bomb explosion there, voila.
Fairy? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to ask about the fairy. I don't want to know about the fairy. I don't know if I can get you out of this.
There's a guard in the room, right?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Standing next to the cell.
Are they directly looking at me?
Not at the moment.
Fully knowing that she probably won't go for it, but Omen would make a slight nod to his sword that is on a table.
She's going to look at him and very discreetly sign. Are you trying to get me arrested along with you? Because that really doesn't help the deal.
You already said the deal doesn't work with me in here.
No, it's a
They'll
breach of.
try to get me out.
If my DD calls this a breach of contract, then you're in a bad situation, my friend.
Yes, because I'm currently in sunshine and rainbows right now.
Your brain's gonna hurt later, but that's a later problem. Let me take a more diplomatic route first. All else fails. You know the right people, you can convince someone to do anything.
Meanwhile,
That or
Chinook, the jackal folk sits down in front of you. Is like, all right, let's get this over with. It doesn't look to me like you did anything wrong, but I need to get something from you anyway. So, what happened? Why were you accosting people in the street? Spill. E.
E.
Never mind, still dead. Cassius!
Okay.
This Raven, this Kenku, in this mask and ornate cloak, just sits down in front of you. Is like, would you like some tea or something?
Sure, I'd love some.
Snaps a finger, and a few, like, minute or two later, a guard walks in, puts down a cup of tea in front of you. And one in front of the Raven is like, okay, there we go. Now everything's in proper order. So, I don't think you had anything to do with it, if I'm being honest. But this is more of a formality. So, what exactly happened?
Okay, so, I was out in the city to acquire some herbs so that I could, make some healing potions,
Mm-hmm.
as is, common with me.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm walking down the street, all of a sudden, two people bump into me and like run by.
Okay.
And so, obviously, that's not like the best thing to happen to you. I'm a little bit upset. So I figure, what the heck is going on here? I'm gonna follow these people. And then another group of people pass me. And so I kind of just walk over to where they are, and they're in the middle of interrogating them. And it seems as though these people are like, they're not great people. Them being the two people that you apprehended and chained, other than that one person with a blindfold. But we go, and I mean, I kind of like join in the interrogation because it's evident that these people aren't amazing people and that they're up to no good, as is evident by their actions afterwards. And then they throw a smoke bomb. Then after that smoke bomb, they run. And so I kind of joined. I wasn't too enthused because the person in the blindfold also bumped into me, but then again, he's in a blindfold, so maybe I can excuse some of it. Not entirely. I feel like he's a lot more competent than that.
That's
But
like BT Girl Boss.
but yeah, and then I joined their group, and then we track them down. And there's an explosion in the middle of us tracking them down.
Right.
We continue
the
follow them.
docks.
Yeah, the docks. I don't know who did that. That's unfortunate. Hopefully everybody's okay with that.
Okay.
But that's irrelevant, the situation. And then we
Alright.
got over, we found them, and then you guys showed up.
All right. Okay. Eyewitness statement says the man in the blindfold pulled a weapon on the two before the smoke bomb was thrown. Is that true?
Jay. Is that true?
I
It
think
is.
yeah, that's
It
true.
is true.
Okay, it is true. Like he'll be like, "Mm, yeah." I mean, I don't think he had
Okay.
any intent to use it, but
All right.
it is
Yeah,
true.
Well,
not at all.
uh, you are more than happy to. You're more than free to go. I don't find any fault with you. I do question your decision to get mixed up in interrogating two people, but considering everything that's happening today,
Just
I
chalk it up
hardly
to
care.
just chalk it up to a citizen's arrest or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about
I
right.
mean,
I
I just wanted to do my due diligence. Like if there was something going on and they were
yeah.
gonna hurt someone, which
I
evidently they were. I just wanted to help out.
well, you're more than welcome to be on your way.
Yep, he's on his way.
Okay, Cassius, you're walking out scot free. E.
Well, free man.
All right. Jumping back to Omen and Nelia. How's that conversation going?
Nellie is not happy, and there was at some point she stopped bargaining with Omen and started bargaining with her patron not to call this a breach of contract because she likes Omen.
Why?
Uh,
Because you would take psychic damage.
I'm saying, why would you like Omen?
Because she thinks he's useful, so she wants to keep him around.
For reference, what kind of cleric? If you're taking cleric, what kind of cleric subclass do you plan on taking?
I kind of wanted to do Domain of Trickery because that'd be fun.
I think it'd fit the character.
It fit the character real well.
Okay.
You could probably go your patron and your god being one and the same.
Probably will do that.
That works. So you're trying to bargain with your deity right now. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely. She's like signing in this weird, almost gibberish to herself as she's just like, don't let this be a breach. Please. Please. I need him. I'll need him.
We're gonna see if your deity's even paying attention. Not paying attention at the moment.
I hate when you do that. Ignore me. But you approve all my deals. Unlike Ava. She does not have a good relationship with him. She thinks he's annoying.
Right. Interesting. So eventually you see the deer folk from earlier make his way outside. And yeah, Omen, you make note. It sounds like that whole interrogation's done.
Omen, who is that?
That would be Cassius.
I mean, he's a deer person.
Apparently.
Why are
I
you
haven't
making
talked
friends?
to him very much.
I leave you unattended for a couple days to gather information and you're making friends. I thought you didn't like people.
It wasn't particularly my choice.
Making friends. That's
Air
funny.
quotes.
Is that what we're calling what I did?
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, I'm calling it you making friends because this is the most social I've ever seen you. Nelly's kind of having an internal debate on how to get Cassius's attention, just to ask him if he knows what happened, and would be more useful than Omen. But she doesn't. But she chooses not to speak. So this is a long debate before she picks up a marble from her bag and just lightly throws it at him.
Cassius, you get bonked with a marble.
Just to get his attention.
Cassius.
So you'll see me in court. No, I'm kidding. You talked to my lawyer. Anyways, but he's going to turn around and is like, "What do you want?"
That's abrasive.
I'm sorry, I'm not very used to people throwing marbles at me.
Well, I don't really
And
talk. It's kind of.
he's gonna pick up the marble. And
I
then
apologize,
back.
but I figured a marble's a nicer way than me running up to you and waving wildly. I would like to have some dignity. Granted, this is all being signed to you.
He does not understand that.
He's like, oh, this is gonna be pain. And she's gonna point to Owen and be like, you're translating.
Omen will roll his eyes and just start shouting from across the cell.
He's him over. He's not that far.
Okay, I don't care.
We're so ready to yell at Cassius.
Hey, asshole.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh no.
Ugh. So she's just gonna kind of ask. So you were with my friend here when all of this happened?
Devo?
Okay, so I'm hearing that Omen has free range to change whatever she said.
He will be he knows better because it's Nelia. He will be accurate.
Okay,
He is stuck in a legally binding contract with her. He can't be mean. He has to be useful to her. That's his end of the deal. Is he has to be useful to her.
Yep, no one noticed I was gone.
Anyway. Continue, guys. Evo?
Yeah, what did you say?
So she's
Robot? Okay. It was basically just, Nelia going like, yeah, you were with Omen when all this went to frick.
Sorry,
I suppose. I got there towards the end of it, but yeah.
Can you just maybe you're more helpful to me than he is? How did he exactly outrun the law? Please tell me you know.
It seems like he got caught to me, but
It looks like he kind of didn't.
he seems to be in prison. I don't know if I would say that's outrun the law.
He attempted to outrun the law and failed, and she's gonna kind of shoot him a pointed look.
Very obvious eye roll.
That Kenku was very fast, so.
Well, I need him out of the cell. What do you think his chances are of it going peacefully and he can just be released today?
Like, a solid 98% chance of failure.
A failure?
I mean, if you're asking my opinion, I don't think he's getting out. Unless you know.
We can't gaslight gatekeep girl boss my way out of this one.
I don't think you can.
Omen, you were supposed to be useful!
I'm good at stabbing shit, not getting caught.
You were supposed to be useful and smart. Like, you were supposed to have some brains.
We felt all you know, those guys I was chasing down might have given us a lead. It's not my fault that they were already caught. They're bad villains. And he's gonna raise his voice just to make sure the other people in the other cell can't hear him.
Just glaring at you.
I love the idea that, like, this is all just a very one-sided conversation to people who don't understand sign language.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Be nice! Or somebody else is going to try and stab you someday, and I need you alive.
Real quick. E, are you alive?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm alive.
In your interrogation room, you're sat down across from the jackal folk, who just looks tired. It's like, all right, your side of the story. What happened?
I followed the guy with the blindfold
Right.
and the fairy.
Okay, a criminal and an accomplice.
Okay. There's these two sketchy guys who started running away, and I stopped them. We talked for a bit, and then stuff exploded.
And there was a smoke bomb, and you followed them, I assume?
Yes.
Straight into us. Oh boy. Well, I suppose I can't really charge you with anything since you only really stopped them. It didn't actually hurt anybody in the process. Just don't do it again, I guess.
Sort of thing.
Okay, you're free to go.
Yippee.
Back with Nelia and Cassius and Omen. Chinook walks out, and followed by the Jackalfoot council member, who begins walking towards you guys. Just, oh my, Lanta. Well, he's gonna look to Omen. Seems like you've only got more things to add to your list of trouble.
What is this list of trouble? What did you do?
I'm
Oh, he's
pretty
quite-
sure he's talking about my previous bounty.
Yeah. Kid, you've got a lot of guts coming back here. And quite frankly, not the brain cells.
Well, that's awfully rude.
It's hard to prove your innocence if you're not where you need to be to do that.
Uh-huh. And fleeing the city for who knows how long, and then coming back, assaulting, with 2 cases of assault now.
What's my first?
The unseen.
Oh shit, they ratted? Snitches.
It's the unseen, bro. Of course
Those
they know.
stitches, those snitches gonna be getting some stitches real soon.
You
Please tell me you didn't say that out loud.
No, we're not that stupid.
Okay. So, 1 case of familiar murdering their master, and now 2 cases of assault.
Oh, that's what you did.
So, as
Supposedly.
well as resisting the law and by extension the order of a council member.
What, you expect a bounty, like a supposed criminal to just sit still while the feds come after him?
Why are you here?
Like I already said, I'm trying to prove I didn't do it.
Right.
Well, this is a fun conversation to listen to. Is there any chance I can take him?
You know, Council, Icus just raises his eyebrows like, really?
I need him.
I should be leaving you here. I should be...
Please, he's my
You
translator.
need
Ask the people
him.
who are-
You need him, air quotes.
I do
And-
need him. Not many people understand sign language. Not that many. You are one of a few.
Alright. And he's also in trouble with the law here. Which
I need a
means,
translator.
as a council member, I have to keep him here. I have to keep him here.
How about a counter? First of all, that first person, one of the unseen, I know, ratted me out to you. They were stalking me. you could say what I did tracking them down
That
was just
was
simply self-defense, is what that was.
not
When you have
when
shady people looking at you,
the unseen operate throughout the entire city. It's
Owen, you need to stop talking.
right.
Please.
Self-defense and pressing a person against a wall and putting a knife to their throat with no prior provocation or evidence that it was the person supposedly stalking you.
What if we cut you a deal? Is there anything we can do to like resolve this nicely? Please.
Listen. He's gonna look to Omen. You have no proof you're innocent. And the way you're going is causing more problems. He looks to Nelia. I don't know you enough to put any sway in what you say.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've caused no problems.
Yeah.
I handle legal work. He's in a legal contract with me. I need him.
Quinn would sigh and probably say one of the only smart things he'll ever say. Omen would go, so, that explosion earlier. You at first suspected us, correct?
Not entirely.
Not entirely. That means you don't know who did it.
No, we don't know who did it.
Well, it wasn't us. But you see, my friend here, her entire deal is investigation.
That is my shtick. I like doing that.
Let us free. Give us a week. We find the people we find the actual suspects. And you turn a blind eye just this once.
Are you making a deal for me?
And
I've
let's
cut you out.
listen. And let's say you don't come back within a week and you run off, or worse yet, you cause me more trouble, or you don't find enough evidence. Then what do I do?
I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal right now. You can ask him. My deals are binding. You can't leave them.
He lifts his hand to show the physical mark that it left.
He can't leave. I promise to bring him back if we don't find this person. If we find this person, and you arrest them, and all goes well, you let me keep my translator. I need him. I can't just end the contract with him because he's arrested. I need him.
Gall, you see, now I have to make a decision.
Enter in contract with Nelia. Do it.
He looks to you, Nelly, and is like, do you really take me for a fool?
What? It's no punishment on you. It's punishment on me. Honestly, you're getting more out of this deal than I am.
Right.
Real.
I don't fulfill this deal. I lose my translator. Do you know how hard it is to do my job if nobody understands what I'm saying to them?
And
I have a lot of very happy customers with my reviews.
so, what you're telling me is that you, all of you, are going to supposedly find the culprit of this incident at the dock within a week.
Maybe not a week, maybe a little bit longer.
Somehow prove his innocence.
Okay. Oh, the innocence is not part of this week-long deal.
That's gonna take more digging. Do you know how old this crime is?
And
That's
I
a
am
lot of
supposed
digging.
to. And I am
Actually, has
supposed
the
to
statute
let
of
you
limitations-
out
Sure.
and turn.
It
Never
only happened. It only happened
Sorry.
like 2 months ago in time, so probably not.
Also,
And-
if he was convicted for it, his crime would still stand.
True.
And you're telling me I am supposed
Also,
to
yeah, it
let
doesn't
a
matter.
known criminal,
Supposed known criminal. There's still no
known
actual evidence of the
criminal
murder. No evidence of the
go
murder.
on nothing but a promise? Is this what you
Also,
are telling me?
Didn't she mention that there was a magical contract and that her
Mine's
deals were
overseen by a god.
I
So
feel
like,
like
it's not just a promise. It's a soul binding magic thing. I don't know.
And there's the catch-22. I work for
It
the
hurts
Dread.
me not to-
I'm not stupid enough to take contracts with deal makers.
Ugh.
you're,
Then make it a legal contract, like an actual legal one, not my thing. Write it up in the paper. I'll sign it. Sign the paper. I already signed my soul away. Buddy, I got a lot to lose losing him. He's useful.
Well, I don't think this is a decision I'm allowed to make.
Then who's allowed to make it?
It would have to be the council as a whole.
Are you saying I have to stand in front of the council and bargain this with them? What if one of you fuckers just came with us? Sorry, council members came with us.
You do realize we have busy lives. Yes, we can't drop everything we're doing.
Then assign someone to report back to you on our doings.
I feel like that's an issue with the legal system if you can't if all of these matters have to be taken care of by all of the council members, I feel like that's
I
inefficient.
feel like
to support.
that's only
I mean,
because it's
I've
an
only been here
exception
like
to
2
the
weeks,
system.
but that seems like a little bit
That
inefficient.
seems
for
more
most
like
of it.
an
This
exception
is
to
a special case. Normally, we have courts for this. Bones of the ancestors. What am I doing?
Just assign someone to watch us. Report back to us. You can assign 3 people even. All you gotta do is make a deal.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow afternoon, your group appears in front of the council at our summons. We'll discuss it from there. Sound good?
That includes Omen, right? You'll let him out.
Yes.
He's my. Does the entire
But-
council know sign language?
Yes.
Oh,
We are
wonderful.
chosen envoys of our respective factions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a
For
deal.
now, he's staying in there. And you all are going back to wherever you are staying. Is that clear?
Yes, Mr. Important Councilman, sir.
It's Iacus.
Oh, I didn't know your name. I didn't even know there was a council. I lived outside the city for a very long time. I actually.
Omen is staying here.
But I like him.
That does not matter.
He's my translator.
You 3 are going back to wherever you're staying, and if I catch any word that you've gone off and caused more trouble, you will deal with me.
Ugh.
And his eyes flare a bit.
More trouble? I
My
call it zero
translator.
trouble.
How am I supposed to communicate now?
Find another one.
That's a very hard thing to do.
based.
He's going to turn and he's going to sigh
Actually-
and walk out.
Jay, I have a question.
Yo.
Given my background, would I have the ability to know sign language?
Yes.
Awesome.
I haven't met the fairy yet, though.
So
Also,
you
you're
guys
from my own
I'm
have...
guessing.
You
I'm
guys are
guessing
now...
the anti-magic cuffs would prevent me from going into my snake form as well.
Yes. You're out of magic, buddy. And the cells are anti-magic as well. So, They took the cuffs off you. It's just the cell is anti-magic. So you guys are now. There's 2 guards at the door, obviously, but you guys are. Omen, you're in a cell. Nelia and everybody else are on the other side. On to you guys.
Also, I feel like Omens would be unusually uncomfortable in the cell, because when you're a objectively magical being in an anti-magic cell, it doesn't sound like very much fun.
Well, it literally just prevents you from casting spells. That's it. It doesn't affect, like...
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go look for a fairy named T. They've been roped into all of this. They went to help down by the explosion.
Guys?
How many friends have you made while I was looking away for 5 seconds?
Well, Sam made a friend.
Sam.
And then that friend... I couldn't get rid of them.
Fairy, does the fairy know sign language? Does anyone besides you know?
He would look at the others and go, yo, no sign language?
Why do you know one doesn't? And she's gonna point to the deer.
Chinook, it is up to you if you know sign language, by the way. Never mind.
We should make him do an even or odds roll then.
We'll do that later. For
I'm
now,
gonna say no.
Yeah, for now we'll just say no.
Bro's gonna speed learn sign language in a night.
So, yeah, you guys are.
You guys
got
are
choices
free to
to
go
make.
where one of you can't communicate with the other 2 and the other one isn't there.
Hey, no, she can communicate. She opts not to. That's the difference.
Yo, can Omen get a deck of cards to take care of the boredom? He's not Mika. He can be trusted.
He's not
They're not giving you squat, dude.
Crying.
You're technically like a high priority prisoner.
Ooh, can I get this fancy prisoner treatment?
No.
Yeah,
Hey,
fancy
you guys
prisoner
have
You're lucky
choices.
you're
What
not in
happens
solitary.
next is entirely up to you. Like,
Well, for the first time, and probably one of the very few times, Nelia will actually speak because now she has to because the other people don't know how to talk to her. And so in this very quiet, very raspy voice, she's gonna kind of go, "We need to find the fairy." And I personally don't know what this fairy looks like, so you're gonna help me.
For context, Jay, Trix has gone back to the tavern she's been staying at to continue playing her death metal rock.
all right,
Death metal fairy?
Yes.
That's Metal Fairy.
I love it.
okay,
That's like,
but that is a tale for another time. We're gonna call it a night there.
oh man, I wanted to meet the fairy.
We can do that if you want.
Can we at least do Nelia meeting the fairy so she can stop talking? She's very uncomfortable.
Cassius, Chinook, Nelia, you guys wind your way back to the tavern you all have been staying at. Walk in to the barkeep. This purple amethyst dragonborn like hands to his head, and this little fairy just rocking out.
Love the imitation of music. So Nelia's just gonna be like, "Oh my god, she's gonna go straight to the fairy."
on a crazy train.
No.
She's gonna go straight to the fairy and start waving at them, and just pray they know sign language because she's so over talking.
Hello.
Yep.
Oh no.
Voice changer.
So
Salem
Nellie's
hasn't had
gonna
time to adapt yet.
Nellie is gonna sign it. Then she's gonna be like, please tell me A, you know Omen, and B, you know how to sign.
In sign language, yes and yes.
There's gonna be this like such a happy face from someone. Thank God I hate talking. Okay.
What happened?
Well, my translator kind of got arrested. So, I'm recruiting you and helping me free him because he's an innocent man.
Of the first crime, at least.
Of the first one.
Of the first crime. Of one crime. Not totally innocent, but partially innocent. And I
Innocent
need to
of the worst crime.
And how am I supposed to do that?
So you're gonna go and see the council with us tomorrow.
What?
Please. Please, I'm begging you. I can't do this.
What do I get out of this?
What do you want?
I don't know, I'm pretty broke.
I have money. I'll give you money. I'll pay you to do this.
How much?
How much money are you looking for? How much money do you need?
Look, I'm broke.
Amelia, who refuses to spend coin until absolutely necessary. I'll make you a deal. I'll run a few scams. Get some coin, whatever I make out of the scams for like the week we're traveling and we have to figure this out. I'll pay you the money from it. A solid 50%.
70.
70?
I want 70%.
60.
Okay, you're a friend. You don't want to give me 70%, you can just not have a translator.
I like you. You might be more useful to me than Omen.
Hey, yo.
Fine, 70%.
Dang, I didn't think that would work. Okay, deal.
Do you shake her hand?
No,
She's gonna hold out
I'm
her hand.
5 inches tall.
She's gonna hold out her finger. Do you shake her finger?
Can I roll an insight check to see if I...
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. 15?
Nelly, a deception.
I got this, guys. I do remember I boosted the fuck out of her deception because she was gonna lie a lot. That and her persuasion.
I'm the min-max.
Yikes. Anyway.
17.
Okay. Tricks, it's like... doesn't seem like a problem. Seems normal.
Seems normal.
Yeah, to you anyway.
Sure, I'll tap the finger, I guess.
So you shake her hand, air quotes, shake her hand. And this magical mark appears on the palm of yours. Now you're stuck with it. I hope you don't regret it.
No. I don't like this. No.
Well, Omen's technically breaching his contract by being in jail, so you're gonna help fix that.
And when that happens, does this get removed?
Yes. As soon as he's free, and you've helped, and I've paid you, contract's over and it goes away. It goes bye-bye.
You should have told me this would happen before I touched your hand.
Until that happens, she owns your soul.
Pretty much.
See, if I tell people ahead of time they don't shake my hand, and now that you're a part of it, I can just tell you, it's like I own your soul. You're just stuck.
I didn't agree to giving you my soul.
And it's like making a deal with the devil, but the devil owns my soul.
Wouldn't it be
There were
death?
details of this contract I was not aware of.
Oh, for shame. Too late.
Sigh.
And with that, we're gonna end off. So, we will see you folks later. Hope you enjoyed this kind of crazy nightmare of a session. We'll be back next time. We'll see if the party can get Omen out of prison.
Getting Baldur's Gate 3 flashbacks.
That's exactly what it is.
Dude, you made it so much worse by resisting arrest. I'm just saying it. Anyway.
Oh, he knows. But he's so proud of that fact that it
got
doesn't-
out of even being questioned because she was too busy being a good person.
Yeah. Anyway, folks.